Round one, fight!
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Tournament Fights. This is episode number 21. We're doing the top 64 movies from IMDb. We just went through their top 100 list, and we picked the top 64 because we got 64 seeds in our tournament here for Tournament Fights, and we're just gonna vote round by round and see who is crowned the champion in the end. So it's not going to be easy because these are the greats going up against each other. But I'll go ahead and introduce our panel for tonight. I'm your host, Jordan Movie Hero Anderson. So I'll introduce my co-host first, Austin Pez Howell. How's it going?
What's up, man? Well, we did the worst movies of all time not too long ago, if you remember. So instead of it smelling like a trash fire here on Tournament Fights, it's going to smell like lovely roses here this evening on Tournament Fights, as we've got some really good things to talk about tonight. So I'm excited for that. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be tough, but at least they're all good quality movies we can talk about this evening.
Yeah, for sure. And then we got some returning guests tonight, so I'll introduce Jacob Barber. How's it going?
It's going well. I'm glad I don't have to decide between Magic and LeBron.
Yeah, right? Seriously.
That was a little tough.
One. That could have gone either way.
Yeah. And, Austin, I tried to forget that we voted on the worst movies.
Right. Hey, look, it was a rough night too for a different reason, but that was still fun. I still enjoy talking about really bad movies. So yeah, but go check out that's that episode. That was then. This is now. Let's talk about some good movies.
Yeah, and we have another returning guest, but the first time to Tournament Fights. We have Chance Ellison. How's it going?
Good to be here.
Hey. Yeah, we're excited to have you. So and then. Last but certainly not least, we have Malcolm Lay. How you doing, Malcolm?
Doing pretty good. Just can't wait to do this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right on. So we'll just get right into it. Won't waste any time. But if you want to kind of break it down, Austin, and let everyone know how it's going to work while I bring up the tournament bracket.
Yeah, basically we've taken all these top movies and we've thrown them into a randomized March Madness kind of bracket. It's randomized. It's not seeded. So, I mean, obviously if we had seeds, we would take the number one of the Shawshank Redemption, which is the current one, and put it at number one. But that's not what we're going to do. So we're going to throw them in randomized to see what happens, because this is our list, not the IMDb list. We want to see what comes out on top on our tournament fights. But we'll go up and down the ladder here. We'll start with Malcolm down there. He'll get to vote first. And we'll go bracket by bracket and see what happens. And basically, we want to try to get quick votes. It's a rapid-fire show, so try to get your votes out within about 20, 30 seconds a pop, and we can get this thing moving. Basically, the show goes as long as the panelists take to make their votes. I'll just put it that way. So it can either be very quick, very short, or it can be a long, arduous process. So that all depends on us. And you can vote for any reason you want.
We've had some quick shows and we've had some marathon ones, so it just depends how fast we want to go. So I mean, I'm all for speed here. So, but we'll go ahead and jump right into it. So I'll reveal the.
So it looks like you pulled up some of those goofy Mondo posters. Is that what you did, Jordan? Did you stick with those in the brackets too, or just the traditional ones?
I have all the traditional ones for the bracket. I just did it for the thumbnail for fun. So
gotcha. Okay, I know you threw those in there for that horror show. We were like, "What's that movie?" Okay, yeah, that's Hellraiser 2. Okay, based on the weird picture.
For fun, I like to kind of throw those in there, so you'll see them from time to time. But I got pretty much all traditional ones. So
all right, let's scroll on over. We have our first one.
Yeah. We have Whiplash versus
the Usual Suspects.
All right. So.
All right.
Malcolm,
and by the way, we'll rotate the first vote each round. Kind of like we do on Tier Ranker. So Malcolm will vote first, but next bracket, Chance, you'll vote first, and so on and so forth. So, Malcolm, you're up first. Whiplash versus Usual Suspects.
Yeah.
It's been
not
it's
easy.
actually it's. I mean, this is pretty easy for me. It's been a while since I've seen The Usual Suspects, but I remember liking it. But I just saw Whiplash for the first time this year, and it's amazing. So my vote's going to Whiplash.
Yeah.
All right, Cobra.
Yeah, Chance.
Whiplash is
Go
great,
for it.
but Usual Suspect is one of the greatest thrillers ever made. It has one of the greatest movie twists of all time. So that's my vote.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Jacob, what are you gonna go for?
I'm gonna go Whiplash. It's a movie I revisit a lot more than The Usual Suspects. So, and I think J.K. Simmons' performance in that movie is outstanding. So I'll go with Whiplash.
Yeah. Well, Austin, which one you gonna
Yeah,
go
both great, but I've only gone back to Whiplash one time since I saw it in the theater, since I got the Blu-ray, but I've gone back to Usual Suspects probably
Few
5 or 6 times. Yeah, great thriller, great cast, great twist. Usual Suspects for me.
for? Yeah. So for me, actually, I can't go for The Usual Suspect because I've never seen it, but I've had
Jesus.
I've had the twists already spoiled for me, so that's kind of why I haven't gone to it so fast because I already kind of know how it ends. So it wasn't as quick to see it, but it's one of the very few movies that I haven't seen, and we're just starting off with one that I haven't seen. So I got to go for Whiplash. Whiplash was freaking awesome. I had a great time with it. So yeah, and J.K. Simmons plays a great, almost like a villain type character in it. So yeah, he's awesome.
All right,
But, what are the
3-2
votes?
in this one. Whiplash is going to take it
Whiplash?
3-2,
All
just
right.
barely.
Whiplash.
I
all
kind of
right.
feel we have a lot of close 3-2 votes here as we go
Yeah,
along.
right.
We'll see.
Can I
Yeah,
just say that was the quickest we've gone through a first round matchup that I've been
yeah,
on.
right. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Quick.
this can go quick if everybody sticks to the 20 seconds. Like we could go quick, but it seems like
Yeah.
we get panelists that want to go on for 2, 3, 4 minutes, on a vote, and it's like,
Yeah.
all right, let's go a lot quicker if you vote. Oh, it's Jordan's
you can-
favorite movie, Walle.
Oh yeah, yeah, right. Walle going up against Silence of the Lambs. So we'll start with
Chance.
Chance this time. So what do you got?
I'm going Wally. I think Wally is one of the quintessential movies of the 2000s of 21st century. Really, just having an entire half of the movie where there's little no dialogue, it's all done via expressions and all done via movements and music. I think it's just phenomenal storytelling. I think it's easily one of Pixar's best. And so, yeah, I will definitely come up with Wally and move on. As great as Silence of the Lambs is.
Right. Well, Jacob.
Yeah, for all the same reasons, I'm gonna go Wally, and it's just one I revisit more than Silence of the Lambs. So
yeah,
I'm gonna go with Wally.
Austin.
I'm going Silence of the Lambs, man. I'm a horror suspense guy, and I think it has some of the best set pieces and characters out there. So especially for the '90s, I'm going Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, well, surprisingly, because when I appeared on Malcolm's show, rank 'em, we ranked a while back the best Disney and Pixar movies of all time, and Wally didn't make the cut. We actually went kind of hard against Wally for that episode, but for this one, I'm actually going to vote for Wally. Like I don't really care for like all the silent part. It gets a little boring for me, but I do understand like the artistic aspect of it and like what we're trying to go for. So yeah. Oh, I'll give Wally some love, some justice from that episode. So, Malcolm.
Yeah, I would have gone Silence of the Lambs with this. I enjoy Wally, but for me, Silence of the Lambs is a better movie.
Yeah. But with that, Wally
3-2 for Wally.
So.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of an upset. Yeah,
it's another 3-2. So we'll see if the 3-2s keep coming. But up next we got The Shining going against Shawshank.
Oh boy.
All right.
2 Stephen King adaptations.
Oh man.
Yeah, right. And Jacob, you're up first. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for this one, it's if both of them were in front of me, which one am I going to choose to watch right now? And I think right now I would choose The Shawshank Redemption to watch. So I will go Shawshank, but both are fantastic movies. obviously.
Yeah. Well, Austin.
Well, as much as I just said I was the horror guy, I got to be in the right mood to watch The Shining. Like I got to be ready to actually like sit down and like really watch it, as opposed to Shawshank, which I can just put on, anytime and just roll with it. So, yeah, I'll go Shawshank just for rewatchability.
Yeah, and I was a holdout for watching Shawshank. I just watched it for the first time just like 2 days ago. So because if it's the number one movie on IMDb, like I gotta watch it. I'd be like a pretty crappy host if I hadn't seen the number one movie on there. So so I am gonna go with The Shawshank. I think that it's a bit better of a movie than The Shining for me. So Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm going The Shining over Shawshank. Shawshank is a good movie, but Shining I'll go to rewatch more often.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Malcolm,
Chance?
Chance.
Shawshank, move on.
Yep. Shawshank it is then.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a close one again. Yeah. Yeah. But up next we got The Matrix going up against The Lion King. So and Austin.
All right, I'm up first. Yeah. This one's fairly easy. I'm gonna go The Matrix. I really like The Lion King, but it's not my favorite Disney movie of the '90s. So Matrix.
Yeah. Well, this one's pretty easy for me. Although The Lion King is probably my number 2 favorite Disney movie of all time, but The Matrix is my number 2 movie of all time. Period. So it used to be my favorite for a really long time. Just the amazing special effects and the camera work that like so many movies tried to emulate afterwards. And I'm a huge Keanu Reeves fan, so I'm gonna go Matrix. Malcolm,
I
think.
Yeah, I mean, only one of these movies is in my top 64 movies of all time, and that's Lion King. Yeah.
Yep. Well, fair enough. Chance, what do you got?
I've never been in love with the first Matrix. I think it's good. I don't think it's like a masterpiece. Mostly, I think Dark City came out the year before and did this concept way better. So I'm going Lion King.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Jacob.
Yeah, I've seen The Matrix once, and it is a pretty good movie. The Lion King I have seen so many times. It's my second favorite animated movie of all time, and yeah, I'm gonna vote Lion King.
Throw up a few comments
All right.
here, but so is it The Lion King or
3-2 for The Lion King.
Okay.
3-2 for The Lion King over The Matrix. Yeah, Lion King's
Lion
gonna
King
move
over The
on.
Matrix? Woo. Yeah.
All right.
This feels like a bit of an upset for me, but maybe not. but up next we have The Great Dictator from Charlie Chaplin going up against The Good, the Bad, and the
Good, the
Ugly.
bad, and the ugly. All
Yeah.
right.
I guess I'm
Jordan,
up
you're up first.
Well, I'm gonna just vote for The Great Dictator only because I haven't seen The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. It's one of those westerns that I just haven't gotten to yet, but I have seen The Great Dictator, so I'll vote that. So, Malcolm.
Funny enough, I'm the other way around. I've seen The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. I haven't seen The Great Dictator, so I'm going to go Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Yeah, sure. Chance.
Okay, watch both these amazing movies. First of all, second, this is tough because I think Great Dictator might be Charlie Chaplin's best performance. I think the final speech is phenomenal, and even the rest of the movie itself. I think the broad comedy satirizing Hitler at the time was great, but The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly I think is a quintessential Western. Clint Eastwood I think is at his finest in this Western. I think you have Lee Wallach and Lee Van Cleef giving performances beside him, and plus that score I think is impeccable. Literally every Western parody used this score after this movie came out. So it's close when we only lean towards The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Yeah. Jacob.
Yeah, I gotta go The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I have not seen The Great Dictator yet, but it's on the list to watch.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, even though my favorite of the trilogy is for a few dollars more, just personally, The Good, Bad, and the Ugly is awesome, and I love the Clint Eastwood westerns. Those are like my favorites, and yeah, I can't vote against my boys, Eastwood and Lee Van Cleef. Man, I love Lee Van Cleef. Anything with him, I'll vote for. So, Good, Bad, and the Ugly.
Well, Clint Eastwood takes it. So, The Good, Bad, and the Ugly. All right. So up next we got The Empire Strikes Back going up against The Departed. Oof, man.
Okay.
So,
All right.
so Malcolm, you're up first.
Hmm.
I mean, I really do love The Departed. It's great, but Empire Strikes Back is a really great film. So going Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah. Chance, what do you think?
This is the easiest match so far for me. Empire Strikes Back by like a mile.
All right then. Jacob?
Yeah, I revisit Empire a lot more than I revisit The Departed. I do think The Departed is a fantastic movie, but I think The Empire Strikes Back is an even better movie. Like it's amazing. I'm gonna go Empire.
Austin?
Yeah, Empire. It's Star Wars over not one of my favorite Leo Martin Scorsese movies. So yeah, Empire.
Yeah. And for me, like I've always been kind of lukewarm on The Departed. Like I really do like it, but I mean, compared to The Empire, like The Empire is like one of the best Star Wars movies, if not the best Star Wars movie. So I got to go Empire. So
All right.
Empire it is.
Well, our first clean sweep, Empire over The Departed. We may not get many of those. We'll see.
Right. Yeah. So next we got The Godfather Part 2 going up against T2.
T2.
So,
all right.
Chance, you're up
Chance.
first.
This is really hard.
You're gonna say that a lot tonight.
Yeah.
Just let you know.
It could go either way. Slight edge towards Terminator 2 because I know there's a better Godfather movie somewhere on this bracket. So, slight edge Terminator 2.
Yeah. Jacob, what do you think?
Oh man. Yeah, see, I personally think the first Godfather is better than The Godfather Part 2, but I think T2 is better than the original Terminator, so I'm going to go with Terminator 2.
Yeah. Austin, what do you think?
See, I like both Godfather and Terminator more than Godfather 2 and T2, but I'd watch T2 before I'd watch Godfather 2, so T2.
Yes, I'm more of a Godfather Part 2 fan. I think the Godfather one's just a little too slow for me compared to Part 2, but T2 is awesome.
You're like, it's
man.
too slow. Let me watch the one that's 45 minutes longer than the first one.
Yeah, what the? Yeah, what's longer? Almost 4 goddamn hours.
There's more going on though. For me, I feel like so. Like more than actually interests me, but yeah, T2's it's just awesome. Like it's one of the best action movies ever made. So I got to go T2. Malcolm.
Yeah, those that know me know that I'm not a big fan of the first 2 Terminator movies, so I'm going to go Godfather Part 2, even though it's not going to matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
T2 it is.
T2. It's going to take it. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
But next we got Sunset Boulevard going up against Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse. Okay. Which, believe it or not, is in the 64. It's on there. So yeah,
it's pretty interesting. Some of the movies that actually show up here.
Yeah, some of the movies that are on there. Yeah,
top 100. Yeah.
Just one that was just outside 64, but okay.
Yeah.
Well,
we didn't include every single movie in the top 64. We excluded some of the like French movies. There's like a French one. There's like a couple kind of ones that like not very many people probably have seen. So there's a couple just outside of it. So yeah, that we decided to include.
Okay,
so.
all right, fine.
Yeah.
Fine. I'm dealing with the uncultured.
Well, raise your hand if you've seen. Raise your hand if you've seen Harikiri.
I have.
All right, you'd be the only one.
Watch Harikari, everybody.
All right. Well, you'd be the only one on the panel. That's kind of why. So yeah.
Yeah.
Raise your hand if you've seen Witness for the Prosecution.
Oh, come on.
There you go. That's why.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Jacob, you're up first. So what do you go?
Yeah, Sunset Boulevard is one that I haven't been able to get around to watching yet. I think Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse is fantastic. But I hear great things about Sunset Boulevard, and we've already let a couple animated movies move on. I'm gonna vote Sunset Boulevard actually, because if both of them were in front of me, which one would I want to watch? I'd want to watch Sunset Boulevard because I haven't seen it yet.
Sure, yeah. It makes sense. Look for the one you haven't seen sometimes. So, Austin.
Well, I rewatched
Go for
Sunset
it.
Boulevard last week and prep for this. I hadn't seen it in a long time, and it was great. Like it holds up like gangbusters. The Billy Wilder stuff is writing is awesome, and Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse, it was good, but the animation gave me a headache, so I'd rather watch Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah, and for me, I have not seen Sunset Boulevard. I don't even know what it is, so I couldn't really like
You put the show together.
have anything to say. Yeah, I know, but we're going off the top 64, so there's going to be some people who haven't seen it. And
He's still catching up on some movies, on some homework. Chance, give him a say. He wasn't allowed to watch a lot of movies outside of his Mormon nation when he was growing up, so he's catching up.
Oh, you're Mormon? Oh, that makes sense.
I grew up in
cut him some slack.
Cut him some slack.
I'm a conservative household, so I'm like playing.
Now,
catch
if
up.
you name a Mormon movie, he's probably seen it. To be fair.
Oh yeah.
If we did the Mormon movie tournament fights, he'd be the expert. So yeah.
There'd be a lot of bad movies though. I'll just tell you that.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I got to vote for Into the Spider-Verse, but I do kind of agree with you, Austin. The animation kind of gave me a bit of a headache too, but I still thought that it gave it more of like a comic book feel to it though. So I'm gonna go Spider-Man. So Malcolm.
As much as I love Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, I think Sunset Boulevard is a really great movie, and so I'm going to go Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah, sounds good. Chance, what do you think?
Spider-Man is fantastic, but Sunset Boulevard's fucking brilliant, so I'm going Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah.
Well,
add it to my
Sunset.
My blind spot list so I can watch it. But
That's really good.
Well, next we got Seven Samurai going up against Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan.
Right. Yeah, and Austin,
I'm up first. I'm gonna go Seven Samurai just because I've always thought Saving Private Ryan after the first 20 minutes is a little overrated. It kind of runs out of steam for me at the end. So I'm gonna go as opposed to Seven Samurai, which gets better as it goes along and has a great third act. So I'm gonna go Seven Samurai.
Yeah. I think I'm actually gonna go Seven Samurai too. Like it's one of those movies that for me it kind of started out a little slow, but it had the slow build to the third act, like you said, which is great. And like there's so many movies that are based off of the idea of the Seven Samurai. So yeah, I had a huge influence on film. So I'll go Seven Samurai. Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm really not a big fan of Saving Private Ryan, so I'm actually going to go for a Seven Samurai, which I've actually never seen.
All right, fair enough.
Fair enough.
Chance, what do you think?
Saving Private Ryan is really great, but Seven Samurai is one of the greatest of all time. I think Cuckoos did an excellent job with this. It's an investment. I think this movie's nearly 4 hours, but it's a really good investment for your time. And also, Toshiro Mifune is one of the greatest actors to ever do it. So, yeah, Seven Samurai.
Yeah. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, let's make it a clean sweep.
Yeah.
All right.
Seven Samurai.
Clean sweep for the Samurai. All right.
Sounds good. All right. So up next we have Rear Window going up against Psycho. All right.
That's not. No.
That's the remake poster.
I refuse to believe that's random.
Yeah. Is it the remake poster? I don't even know what the original poster is.
That is the remake poster.
We're talking about
the remake poster is in color, and the original movie's in black and white.
Okay.
Yeah.
well,
that makes this a lot easier.
Well, it represents the original and not the remake, so we're talking original despite the poster. So, but I'm first, I guess. Jordan. So, man, this one's tough because like both these are great, but I think Psycho for me just kind of edges it out because like Norman Bates, like it's a really like cool look into the mind of like someone's descent into madness kind of, and like Rear Window, it's just Jimmy Stewart just kind of sitting at a window watching his neighbor kind of thing. So I got to go with Psycho. Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, so this is tough. But I'm actually going to go Psycho as well. I think I do, as much as I love Rear Window, I think Psycho is just a little bit of a better movie.
Yeah. Chance, what do you think?
Rear Window is actually really brilliant. But like just the way he can build tension and build suspense, even though most of it you can find just like the character. I think he was great at putting in the driver's seat of L.B. Jeffries. But I think Psycho is his masterpiece. So yeah, I'm going Psycho.
Yeah. Jacob?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Psycho. Like it's one of the first movies you think about when the horror genre is mentioned. I think Psycho is one of those that's at the top, and for good reason. So I'm gonna go Psycho.
Yeah. Austin?
Psycho is one of the greatest horror movies of all time. Period. Make it a clean sweep.
Yeah. It's a clean sweep for Psycho. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Right on.
Vince
All right,
Vaughn
so
moves
next
on. Oh wait,
Yeah,
no,
right.
sorry.
yeah.
Oh.
Sorry. Yeah.
Oh.
But we have Princess Mononoke going up against One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. So
Alright.
and Malcolm, you're first.
Malcolm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. It's definitely on my watch list, so I'm going to go Princess Mononoke.
yeah. Chance, what do you think?
Mononoke is really good, but One of the Cuckoo's Nest features maybe one of the greatest acting ensembles of all time. I think when you look top to bottom, whether it's Jack Nicholson, Louise Fletcher, I don't remember the guy who plays Chief, but Danny DeVito, Brad Dourif is fantastic, Christopher Lloyd's great. I think, and the fact that like none of it feels gimmicky. It feels so organic, feels so natural. I think Milos Forman did a great job because he's a director who does a really good job with conflict. So I'm definitely throwing my vote for One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Definitely deserve to be a Big Five winner.
Yeah. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, Princess Mononoke is great. The animation is beautiful, but I think Jack Nicholson's performance in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is one of the greatest performances I've seen. I think he's fantastic. I think he just kills that role. So I'm gonna go with One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah. Austin?
Hey, in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, he just wants to watch the World Series, okay? That's all he wants to do. He wants to watch just like tonight. He just wants to watch the World Series.
Yeah.
Why not? Want to watch a baseball game? Yeah, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Ghibli movies put me to sleep. So, yes.
Yeah. A little bit of a hot take. I don't really care too much for either one of these movies, but I do slightly like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest better than Princess Mononoke. I think Princess Mononoke is just weird. Like it's just like this girl like running around on a wolf with some weird tentacle things coming after her, and I watched it in my Japanese class. I took a couple years of Japanese, and like it's just really weird. I just didn't really get it. So, but I do recognize the amazing acting performances in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Just the overall movie as a whole doesn't really like entertain me that much. It's I'm just kind of there for like acting powerhouses. So I'll go with One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. So
Chance, he's not a fan of old movies, just overall.
That's what I'm saying right now.
He doesn't like classic cinema. He's not a big fan.
We're gonna have some problems moving forward, but okay.
Is it possible?
We're voting for the Seven Samurai. I mean, come on.
Off his own screen?
Yeah. But it depends.
Is it possible to kick the host of the stream off his own stream?
Yeah, I know.
Maybe. But next we have Once Upon a Time in the West going up against Memento. So,
all right. Chance.
I'm with Chance here first.
This is tough because I think Once Upon a Time in the West is maybe Sergio Leone's second best movie. I think Good and Bad is top, but Once Upon a Time in the West doesn't get enough credit for how great that film is. Memento is also really good. I love the structure of it. It really like cemented Nolan as a filmmaker to watch in 2000. It's really tough, and I feel like I know who's going to swing. So I'm going to throw about Once Upon a Time in the West.
Sure, yeah. Jacob, what do you think?
And if both of them, I hate to keep doing it, but like if both of these movies were in front of me, which one would I choose to watch right now? I think I might lean towards Once Upon a Time in the West. Memento is great, but once you watch it the first time, that it kind of loses that appeal. But yeah, let's go Once Upon a Time in the West.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, I'm going the same way. I love the '60s westerns. Again, gritty ones are right up my alley. I don't go back to Memento a lot. It's not one of my favorites. So Once Upon a Time in the West is going to get my vote.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you want to know something kind of crazy? Is that
You haven't seen
I
either?
have not. No, I haven't seen.
He hasn't seen
one.
it.
And also,
That's really not that crazy.
well, the thing
No,
is,
it's not crazy at this point.
what makes it crazy is that I own both of them though. So like I have every chance to watch both of these, but I haven't been able to watch them yet because I'm watching a bunch of other movies lately. So yeah, so they're gonna be high on my list because I own them both. But if you were to put both of them in front of me, which one would I want to watch more? Probably Once Upon a Time in the West just looks a little more fun to me. So I'll go with that. Malcolm?
Yeah, I also haven't seen either one of these, but if I'm picking which one I'd like to see, Once Upon a Time in the West sounds interesting to me, so I'd pick that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, there you
So I'm
go.
not the only one that hasn't seen them, right?
Hey, well, I'm glad some of the
Yeah.
good gritty westerns are getting through. I like where this is going because I love those movies.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But up next we have Once Upon
Once
a
Upon a
Time in America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Sergio Leone versus Leon the Professional.
Leon the Professional, yeah.
Mhm.
So I believe Jacob, you're
Jacob.
up first.
Yeah, this is the first time I'm going to say I haven't seen either of these movies. But Leon the Professional is high up on the watch list. I've heard nothing but great things about it. So I will go with Leon the Professional.
Yeah. Austin?
Yeah, my double DVD of Once Upon a Time in America that's like 4.5 hours got one watch, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna go back to that one ever again. It was good, but I'm like, it's no Goodfellas, it's no Godfather, and I just watched Leon the Professional right before we went live. I just finished it for my first time. Like I watched it for the show. Really good. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. So I'll go Leon.
Yeah. I've seen Leon the Professional. I have not seen Once Upon a Time in America, so I will have to go with Leon. But Leon's great though. Like I was really surprised by the performance from Gene Reno. Like he was really, really solid in that. So yeah, I'll go Leon. Malcolm, who you got?
Yeah, I mean, Leon the Professional is one that's been on my watch list for a long time, just haven't got around to it. But Once Upon a Time in America is great. I'm going for that.
Yeah, sounds good. Chance, what do you think?
Once Upon a Time in America, I think biggest problem with that is it's a little too long. And I like the movie, but I think it's a little too long. Leon the Professional, I think, it's the best for a lot. It's the best for a lot of people. I think it's Luc Besson's best movie. I think it's maybe John Rena's best performance. It's saying a lot. He's a really fantastic actor. And that woman has a star-making turn when she was only a teenager. She's incredible in this film. So yeah, most I like Once Upon a Time in America. Leon moves on for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like Leon the Professional is moving on. So. And then,
all right.
Up next we have It's a Wonderful Life going up against Goodfellas.
Well, you could not get two more opposite movies,
right?
What are you talking about? They're exactly the same.
Yeah,
it's Jimmy Stewart grew up and wanted to be a gangster, and he gets the girl, and then he gets.
I want to be a gangster.
Yeah.
Why can't I be a gangster?
Yeah. What are you talking about? So yeah, I'm up first. Goodfellas. I like It's a Wonderful Life, but I don't obsess over it like a lot of people do. I'll watch it once a year for Christmas, but I watch Goodfellas a lot. So I like Goodfellas.
Yeah, Goodfellas is awesome. I mean, I watch It's a Wonderful Life every Christmas, but I mean, Goodfellas it's just like might be the best gangster movie of all time in my opinion. So I'm gonna go with Goodfellas. Malcolm, what do you think?
Every time a bell rings, a gangster gets its rings.
Yeah, right.
Well,
that just means another one is sleeping with the fishes in that term, though.
Every time a bell rings, the gangster gets whacked.
Yeah.
Right.
But that being said, like I love It's Wonderful Life. That's another. I also go to that every Christmas. But Goodfellas is just amazing, so I'm going to go Goodfellas.
Yeah. Chance, what do you think?
I was not kind of The Departed earlier, but I think Goodfellas is Scorsese's best film. Not easily, but it's a really firm number one for me. So yeah, Goodfellas.
Yeah.
It's always in the conversation. No matter what he does, it's always in the conversation.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
it's always going to be.
Yep.
Mhm.
Always. Jacob?
Yeah, the performances in Goodfellas are just outstanding. I'm going to go with Goodfellas.
Yeah. Austin?
I already voted first, so Goodfellas, clean sweep.
Vote first. All right. Sweet.
Goodfellas 6-0.
Mm-hmm.
Goodfellas it is. Clean sweep.
Yeah, I'll vote for Goodfellas again.
Yeah.
Goodfellas.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Give it 7 votes. Sure. But we have Gladiator up next, going up against Dr.
Strangelove.
And whatever the subtitle is. But yeah. But
How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Jordan.
I don't feel like squinting at my computer screen, but yeah. I got to go with Gladiator here. I actually haven't seen Dr. Strangelove, but I really want to see it. Like I've heard great things about it, but yeah, Gladiator is awesome. Like it might be one of Ridley Scott's best, and that's going up against movies like Alien and things like that. So I got to go with Gladiator. Malcolm?
Yeah, I love Gladiator, but I love Dr. Strangelove more, so I'm going to go Dr. Strangelove.
Yeah, sounds good. Chance, what do you think?
Gladiator's a really fun sword of sound movie, but Dr. Strangelove is one of the greatest black comedies of all time. So, Dr. Strangelove.
Yeah. Jacob?
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of comedies on the list, so let's get one of them through. Yeah, Dr. Strangelove.
Sure, yeah. Austin?
Gladiator, just because I need to give Dr. Strangelove another shot because I watched it once and didn't really enjoy it that much. Didn't get it, I guess. But I bought the Criterion on sale, so I'm going to give it another shot soon. But I would have voted for Gladiator. But Dr. Strangelove's moving on with 3-2.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even so, it's a Dr. Strangelove. Let's see. Up next, we have Django Unchained going up against Casablanca. Okay. All right. So, Malcolm, you're up first.
This is really tough because I really love both these movies. I'm going to go Casablanca just by here.
Yeah. Sounds good. Chance? What do you got?
Yeah, this is really hard. And I wouldn't be upset if the other one moved on. But my vote's going to Django, just because I've seen that movie a ton. It's probably my second favorite Tarantino film. And I think that it's just gay. It just puts us a new spin on the Western genre. Not even the Western, more like a Southern, if you look geographically, and putting a black character the lead of this style of movie was something that didn't happen very often. I think all the performances are great. I think the writing is fantastic. And yeah, I think that for me, at least, I would pick Django Unchained. I'm not going to say Casablanca moves on, but I'm going Django Unchained.
Yeah. Sounds good. Jacob, what do you think?
You know, I think I'd want to I've seen both of these movies once. And I think the one I would want to revisit first is Django. I think the performances in that movie were just phenomenal. So I will go Django.
Yeah. Austin?
Yeah, both these movies are great. One of the movies is in my top 64, and I've watched 50 times since it came out, and that's Django Unchained. So it's Django Unchained.
Yeah, and this one's easy for me. I got to go Django. I mean, our third co-host, Chris Scott, this is his favorite movie of all time, Casablanca, and he showed me it a few years back, and I was like, well, it's fine. And like, he didn't really take too well for me saying that it was just fine. That's not like an all-time cinematic masterpiece, but I gotta go Django. Like,
can we
it's just awesome.
I made a huge mistake doing this show.
Yeah, all right. Well, Django it is.
You know, I'm gonna tell me about the Casablanca. I don't care what I've ever voted for Django Unchained. We have to tell me about the Casablanca.
Sure,
You can change
yeah.
to Casablanca,
Wanna do
but Django would still
Yeah.
win 3-2.
I know Django
Yeah.
still wins.
Okay.
But
Still wins. Yeah, yeah.
I want to be on maybe the right side of history. So
Yeah,
Casablanca.
yeah, right. Sure.
Why? I voted for a Tarantino movie, a great Tarantino movie. Sorry, I don't
Yeah.
apologize for Django. Yeah.
No, me neither.
It's a great one.
But at the end of that side, so we're gonna move it on over to the.
Wow, that's the fastest we plowed through one side of the bracket in a while. Usually it's about an hour and 20 minutes
Pretty
on
good.
that side. Doing good, guys. Keep it up. Excellent.
You thought this
Nice
was
when
gonna be a little
people
tougher,
going through the
but-
entire history of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. But next we got Back to the Future going up against the Green Mile. So. And who's up first? Austin?
Chance is up first.
Okay.
I think Green Mile
What do you
gets really overshadowed because Shawshank exists, which is an excellent prison movie. This one's really great too. But Back to the Future might be one of the most rewatchable films of all time. I think you have one of the greatest duos of all time in Doc and Marty. I think that it's the quintessential time travel movie. So I'm going Back to the Future, even though Green Mile is really great.
Yeah. Jacob?
Yeah, Back to the Future. It's on a lot of these episodes, whether it's a certain individual's top 64, and that's for good reason because, like Chance said, it is one of the most rewatchable movies. Back to the Future, but yeah, Green Mile is fantastic, and that ending gets me. But Back to the Future is great.
Austin? What do you think?
Yeah, Back to the Future. I just don't go back to Green Mile a lot because it depresses me. Like it's just depressing. You're just exhausted by the end of it. It's depressing. I have to be in the right mindset to watch it. Yeah, it's a lot of I just can't go back to it too much. It makes me cry. So yeah, I'll vote for Back to the Future.
Yeah. Well, another one of my blind spots. I haven't seen Green Mile, so it's one that I need to watch. I know, but Back to the Future is in my top 10 movies of all time. Like I love. Some Back to the Future, some Doc and Marty. So yeah, I'm gonna go Back to the Future. Malcolm?
Yeah, this is easy for me. It's Back to the Future. I'm just not a big fan of the Green Mile.
Yeah. Well, fair enough. Back to the Future it is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So moving on, we got Aliens going up against the Prestige. So,
Man.
Jacob, you're up first.
Man, this is like legitimately tough. All the other ones have been like, okay, yeah, I'd rather watch this, I'd rather watch that, but this one, it's
Yep.
man, Alien. I'll show some love to Hugh Jackman's my favorite actor. I think he's fantastic. So for that reason alone, I will go The Prestige.
Yeah. Well, Austin, I think I know where you're going, but
Yeah, I'm not going to vote against my favorite movie of all time, which is Aliens.
yeah. Yeah, and for me, like I think The Prestige is a little bit overrated. Like it's a great movie, but it's just like it gets a little more hype. I think maybe that.
Honestly, I forget it exists half the time with Christopher Nolan movies. I forget about it.
Yeah, right.
Like it's not that. Like then I go, oh yeah, The Prestige is pretty good, but I forget it exists. I don't know why. It's just one of those weird things.
I just forget that it's a Christopher Nolan movie sometimes, but yeah, I got to go Aliens though. Like Aliens is just awesome. So yeah, and we got one of the best female action stars of all time, or the best probably. So yeah, Sigourney Weaver. So yeah, Malcolm.
Yeah, the Prestige is good, but I'm gonna go Aliens because that's better.
Yeah. Chance.
There's a better Alien movie on this bracket. Number 1, number 2. The Prestige is a top 2 Nolan movie. Like it's easily. I think it's maybe his most brilliant movie as far as dramatic level, thematic levels. Prestige goes into. I think you have 2 great actors leading the charge. Should have moved on, but sure, vote for your fucking Aliens.
Yeah. And
I will.
We
It's
will.
a fucking great movie.
Yes.
It's good. Let's cool it with great.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing.
Yep.
That's cool. Let's come.
Hey,
But up
when
next,
it wins this whole tournament again, like it's done in the past, you'll see.
yeah, it's already won a whole tournament. Yeah, but we got the Pianist going up against American History X. So, and
Ooh.
who's
Yeah,
up
I'm up
first,
first. This is just which one are you gonna put in front of me? I'm gonna watch American History X. I think it's just more rewatchable. Pianist is really good, but it's again, other one's kind of depressing and a little slow. But American History X, yeah, definitely.
you haven't gotten around to watching the Pianist because the premise just sounds kind of boring and depressing to me. But I'll get around to it someday. But American History X is it's just awesome. Like, it's just super powerful. I actually watched it for the first time this week in prep for this show, and yeah, like I even cried a little at the end. Like it's just like a really powerful, really moving take that actually kind of plays into a lot of things going on in our own time today. So yeah, how about American History X? Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I do enjoy both these movies. But I'm gonna give some love to the Pianist. It's great.
Yeah, Chance.
Despite the man behind the lens, the Pianist is great. I think Adrian Brody is phenomenal. Definitely deserved the Oscar he won. But Edward Norton's getting the performance of his life in American History X, so I'm leaning towards American History X.
Yeah. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, I'd probably go American History X too. I think it's just got a little bit more rewatchability than the Pianist.
Yeah.
All
Austin?
right, 4-1 for American History X.
Oh, you already voted. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's right. Okay, so American History X it is. All right. So up next we have the first Godfather going up against the Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight.
Shoot. All right.
All right, Jordan.
Just me first.
Yep.
Well, was the Godfather 2? I'd maybe say that it had more of a chance for me personally. Like, I know a lot of people like the first one, but I got to go with the Dark Knight. Like it might be the best Batman movie, but I mean, I have a lot of love for the '89 version, but I'm gonna go with Dark Knight though. Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the camp that I prefer Batman Begins over The Dark Knight. But
Same.
The
Same
Godfather is a perfect movie. I'm going to The Godfather.
Yeah. Chance, what do you think?
This is so tough. I do love The Dark Knight. This I think is Nolan's best movie, but The Godfather is just I think it's an absolute masterpiece. So it sucks, but I gotta go Godfather.
Yeah. It's a tough matchup. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, even though I would probably rewatch The Dark Knight 9 times out of 10 before The Godfather, I don't think we could have both the Godfather movies bounced in the first round. And it's such a well-made movie. It deserves to move on.
Yeah. Austin?
Godfather. It gets better and better and better every time I watch it. Like, I go back to it about once a year, and like it just gets so good. Like, so good. Storytelling's amazing. Godfather, definitely.
Justice
I think I need to give it
Godfather.
Yeah, just for
another
Godfather. It's gotten bounced
I've
a
only
couple
seen
of
it
times
once,
in our
so.
tournaments. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But next we have the Joker going against Spirited Away. Okay.
This is easy.
Yeah. So, and it's
Malcolm.
Malcolm up first. Good luck.
Yeah, I mean, I love Ghibli movies, and Spirited Away is my favorite. Joker is fine. I mean, it's one of those ones that I've gone back to rewatch it a few times since it's come out. It's just one of those ones that just that's for me. But I'm going to vote for Spirited Away.
Yeah. Sounds good. Chance, what do you think?
I said it before on this channel. I'll say it again. Joker's a movie that wants to make a point, but has no idea how to make that fucking point. Meanwhile, Spirited Away is one of the animated great things. Hayao Miyazaki's best work. It's beautifully animated. I think the world he crafts is amazing. So I am definitely going Spirited Away.
Yeah. Jacob?
Jacob.
Yeah, I liked Joker. I really did. I thought it was great, but it's not one that like after I watched it, like, oh yeah, I want to rewatch this at some point. Like I don't have that desire to rewatch it. Whereas Spirited Away, I think is the best Studio Ghibli movie. It's so good, so entertaining. I would go Spirited Away 10 times out of 10 over Joker.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds good. Austin, what do you think?
Well, I haven't changed my mind about Studio Ghibli since the other side of the bracket, so Joker.
Yeah. I'm kind of with you. Like most Studio Ghibli movies, I'm not a huge fan of. Like, I don't know, but it doesn't really resonate with me. So I'm going to go with the Joker, which I don't think is like as great as everybody says it is, but I'll vote for it here. So,
Right.
but even so,
3-2
Spirited Away.
for Spirited Away.
Yeah. But next we have 7 going up against Pulp Fiction. All right. And Chance, you're up first. So.
I love 7. I think it's a great portrayal of a serial killer in the 90s. But it also does benefit from great performances from both Morgan Freeman, Brad Pitt, and Kevin Spacey. But Pulp Fiction, I think, is a quintessential 90s movie, and a quintessential movie for if you want to learn about like screenwriting, learn about nonlinear narratives, and we want an introduction to that. I think Pulp Fiction is a great starting point because there's just so much iconography that comes from this one film. So Pulp Fiction for me.
Yeah. Jacob, what do you think?
Man. I hate to sound like a broken record because we've all said it, but this is tough.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to the rewatchability, and I think Pulp Fiction just has that over 7. I'm going to go with Pulp Fiction.
All right, Austin.
Pulp Fiction for pretty much the same reason that Jacob said. I've watched it more. I go back to it more and kind of study it, and yeah, it's a masterclass in filmmaking. So Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, and both of these movies, when I saw them for the first time, they really both surprised me, and there are movies that I wanted to go back and rewatch a second time, just to see all the little nuances that I missed from both of them. But I think though that Pulp Fiction just kind of edges it out for me. It's probably my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie, so I got to go with Pulp Fiction. Malcolm?
Yeah, I'm going to go Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, sounds good.
Right. Clean sweep for Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. And then up next we have Paths of Glory going up against Old Boy.
Oh shit!
Original Korean one.
Shit.
So, yeah. So Jacob, you're up first.
I have not seen either of these movies.
Okay.
But I hear great things about Old Boy, and I'd probably watch that first over Paths of Glory. So I will go with Old Boy.
Yeah. Austin?
This is the toughest one so far for me, oddly enough, because I just watched Path of Glory, my Criterion, for the first time like 2 days ago, and it knocked me on my ass. I loved it. I loved Path of Glory. Believe it or not, it's a 90-minute Stanley Kubrick movie, which is hard to believe, but it's great. And Old Boy is great too. Had I gotten my 4K of Old Boy in the mail in time and watched it again, I might vote Old Boy, but it might be recency bias. I'm going to go Path of Glory.
Yeah. And well, I guess I need to see Paths of Glory because I've not seen it. But man, Old Boy though, like this is the movie that made me fall in love with Korean cinema. Like this movie was just so amazing. Like just from all the interactions with all the characters, I think are like perfect interaction, and all the dialogue is just really spot on. And like I always recommend people watch the actual dubbed version and not the one with the voiceover, because I feel like you lose just a little bit with the voiceover. But I mean, yeah, and like these Korean like revenge movies are just like so much fun to watch and like so many twists and turns. I'm a huge fan of Korean cinema, so I'm gonna go Old Boy. Malcolm?
Yeah, so I've seen the terrible Old Boy movie that was the Spike Lee one.
Ooh.
But
Okay.
oddly enough, it makes me want to go and watch the correct
Mhm.
Old Boy. So I'm
Yeah.
going to vote for Old Boy in this. I haven't actually seen
A
either of these
masterpiece
yet.
for me.
Mhm.
Chance, what do you think?
Paths of Glory is really good. It's towards the lower end of my Kubrick list. So and I think Park Chan-wook did an excellent job with Old Boy. So I would go Old Boy.
Yeah. Well, Old Boy it is. So moving on, let's see. Then up next we have Lord of the Ring, The Fellowship, going up against Interstellar. Okay. So
All right.
Austin, you're up first.
Interstellar. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Just because I have all three of the Lord of the Rings in my top personal 64, I'm gonna go Lord of the Rings, but I do really like Interstellar. But I mean, yeah, I gotta go Fellowship. Malcolm.
I mean, look at me. Am I going to go the other way? Of course I'm going to go
Yeah, right.
the Rings on this.
You kicked out your native country if that happened.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Serious.
I've always thought Interstellar is a massive piece of shit. So yes, Fellowship. Of the Ring.
Sure.
Not even a question.
Yeah. Well, fair enough. Jacob.
Yeah, I think Lord of the Rings might be the best trilogy of all time. I'm gonna go with The Fellowship.
Yeah. Yeah, like I really loved Interstellar the first time I saw it, but the more that I go back to watch, I'm kind of like not as high on it. So
It gets much worse. I heard it gets better when you watch it more times. No, it gets way worse.
Yeah.
I think it gets better.
Yeah.
I guess we're on the opposite
Yeah.
spectrum. I think it gets better every time we watch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just me.
I mean,
Yeah.
the question is any Nolan movie going to go forward? Because I think there's at least one more to come up.
Yeah, I think
I don't
that's
know.
it, isn't it? Are there any more? Oh,
I don't know.
there is one more.
Yeah, there's one more.
Yeah.
But
Again.
we have Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, Forrest Gump. I was just reading off the poster. Forrest Gump.
We got the movie Tom Hanks versus
Yeah.
the movie City of God.
The movie Tom Hanks is Forrest Gump.
Yes.
July 6th. Right? Going to City of God. Yeah. But
All right, Jordan, you're gonna vote for City of God or Tom Hanks?
well, I've never seen City of God. I don't really even know what it is, so I can't. So I'm gonna vote Tom Hanks and Forrest Gump. So yeah, Malcolm.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard about City of God. It's one that does intrigue me, but I really do love Forrest Gump a lot, so I'm going to go Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in all this
Chance?
silliness. I'm in all this silliness right now. City of
Sure.
God is one of the
What is
greatest
it?
horror movies of all time. I think
Yeah.
it was a great examination with power of choice. It's a great examination of two boys who could very easily end up on the same path and go on different paths, one good, one bad. And Forrest Gump, I think, is one of the most overrated movies of all time. Like, hey, everybody, you want to watch Quantum Leap confined to this very specific time in America? No.
Sure.
It's ridiculous. It's schmaltzy. It's really bad. No, Forrest Gump has no place moving around round one. City of God.
Interesting. All right. Well, Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, I like Forrest Gump. Did I think it was Best Picture worthy? Maybe not. I'll go City of God.
Yeah. Austin?
I had a choice before the show. They were exact same length to watch City of God or Leon. I watched Leon, and that's why I voted for that one. So I can't vote for a movie I haven't seen. So Forrest Gump.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can. People have been doing it.
I'm not going to.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah. No.
Not this time.
Well, Forrest Gump it is. So, yeah. But it's close, though. Yeah.
The chance will be playing the Jay Baruchel role from This Is the End on this one.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna keep voting against it until it's out.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
We have Apocalypse Now going up against 12 Angry Men. So
Yeah. One of these is gonna get cut, and then Forrest Gump moves on to round two. Okay, fine.
yeah. Right. Malcolm, what do you think?
I'm not as high on Apocalypse Now as most people are. 12 Angry Men is a movie I've always wanted to see, just hasn't got around. I haven't gone around to tracking it down yet, but so I'm going to vote 12 Angry Men.
Yeah. Chance?
Apocalypse Now is great. I think it's a good examination of the horrors of war. Redux is my favorite version of the film.
Okay.
But I think 12 Angry Men is really excellent. It's like it's a great confined movie. You simply feel like we're taking clock narrative. Like the entire cast is great. I think Sidney Lumet's direction is impeccable in this film. So yeah, 12 Angry Men.
Yeah. Jacob?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I agree that Apocalypse Now is great. But 12 Angry Men is in my top 15. It's fantastic. I love it. I will go with 12 Angry Men.
Yeah, sounds good. Austin?
I like both of them a lot. I got 12 Angry Men on Criterion. It was great. It was fun to revisit. I hadn't seen it since high school. But like I just rewatched Apocalypse Now like yesterday, and I was watching it and like, holy shit, that movie fucking holds up and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, holy god damn, that movie is chaos. And like that first hour of that movie is bonkers and it's amazing. So yeah, I'll go Apocalypse Now.
Yeah, and 12 Angry Men, like that is a great movie, just kind of confined to just one location pretty much almost for the whole entire movie. And like it's a great movie, but I just watched Apocalypse Now actually for the very first time this week in prep for this show, and probably like it might be the most visually stunning movie I've ever seen. Like it's just a masterpiece in like filmmaking and like camera work and all of that, and like Marlon Brando at the end is just haunting too, and even Robert Duvall. I love the smell of napalm in the morning. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Apocalypse Now.
All right.
Wait,
We'll
what
come
wins?
back for Apocalypse, but 12 Angry Men
Which one?
wins 3-2. 3-2.
Okay.
12
12 Angry Men. Yep.
I was confused.
Moving on.
No.
Yeah, 12 Angry Men wins. So, but next we have the first Alien going up against the Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight Rises.
Oh god, this is
It's just
one of
funny
these
that
matches
movie's
apart.
even on the list. Yeah, but
Chance.
Chance.
You had one movie that just brought a completely disappointing ending to a solid trilogy, and then you have one of the best sci-fi movies ever made. Like I said, this is the superior Alien movie. So yeah, Alien, no doubt.
Yeah. Jacob?
A little surprised The Dark Knight Rises is in the IMDb top 64.
Yeah, right.
It's a fine movie. I don't dislike the movie, but Alien is on another level. I'm gonna go with Alien.
It's voted on by the users, bro. It ain't a critics list.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah,
users.
right.
You know?
Yep.
So it is what it is.
My question still stands.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll vote for Alien. I do love Tom Hardy as Bane in that movie. I watched that. Like I watch clips of that a lot. But yeah, no, he's great.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so great. But that's my favorite stuff. But still, I'm an Alien guy. I love Alien and Aliens. So yeah, Alien for sure.
Yeah, for my money, I would have put Batman Begins over The Dark Knight Rises, really. But I mean, but yeah, this is easy. I'm gonna go with one of the best horror movies because I think Alien definitely is a horror sci-fi movie. So I'm gonna go with Alien. Malcolm?
I mean, I really hope Batman Begins is coming up because
it's not.
Rises is there.
Thing is, I don't think
It's IMDb. It's I'm looking it up. It's number 136 right now. So no, it's not going to be on here. Yeah.
Well, that's disappointing to know that. I'm going Alien out of spite, but I also love Alien as well. So.
Sure.
You have the spite vote. Yep. All right, Aliens it is. All right. So moving on, we got Schindler's List going up against the Return of the King.
I would say we don't have any comedies on this list.
Yeah. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Laugh out loud. Jacob? What you got?
I just said The Lord of the Rings might be the best trilogy of all time, but I think Schindler's List is the better made movie. Yeah, we've already got a Lord of the Rings movie. Moving on, I'm gonna go Schindler's List.
Yeah. Austin, what do you think?
Schindler's List, man. Yeah, every time I rewatch it again, it gets better. It's one of the most disturbingly haunted movies of all time. It's Spielberg's masterpiece, man. Schindler's List.
Yeah. If you ask me which one that I would go back to more often, it'd be The Return of the King. But I mean, Schindler's List.
What, you don't pop some popcorn and watch Schindler's List like every weekend? I mean, come
That's
on.
a little tough to watch just for the subject matter, but man, like it is Spielberg's masterpiece. Like it just like so moving on the score too. Like it has an amazing score too. Like just all the different themes like beyond the Holocaust that it kind of represents in there too. So yeah, I'm gonna go Schindler's List. Malcolm?
Yeah, I'm going to go Return of the King because I do think it's the better one out of the trilogy. Schindler's List is good, but I don't go back to it as often.
Yeah. Chance, what do you think?
Yeah, it'd have a much stronger case if it was Two Towers, which is my favorite Lord of the Rings movie. But even that, I think I'd still go Schindler's List. So you kind of have to. I think.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be Spielberg's most personal film to date. So yeah, Schindler's List.
Yeah. Schindler's List it is. Moving on. And then up next we have Parasite up against Coco.
Really?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Coco's on the list, I guess. So
I'm
so
up
is
first.
it Jacob?
No, me.
Okay.
Yeah. It's close, but I'll go Parasite, just by a little bit.
Yeah. This one's tougher than I would have thought, but I'm gonna vote with Parasite because that movie was just so incredible that like I probably saw it like 3 times when it was in theater because I also worked at a theater at the time that it came out, so I got free movies. But Coco's great though. Like Remember Me might be my one, if not my favorite Disney song. So, but I'm gonna go Parasite. Malcolm.
Yeah, I think Coco's around the middle of my Pixar list, but I really do think Parasite is a good movie, and I think it deserved to win Best Picture, so I'm going to go Parasite.
Yeah. Chance?
Kari.
Right?
No, but both these ones are great. I'm just shocked that both of these are qualified for the bracket.
Yeah.
I think Parasite blew me away the first time I saw it, and I think it holds up on subsequent viewings. It's gonna be interesting to see how it ages in the future. But I was more impressed with that than the first time I saw Coco, even though Coco's really great. So I'm going Parasite.
Yeah. Jacob?
Yeah, visually, Coco might be one of Pixar's greatest. I think it's just beautiful to look at, but Parasite is the better movie.
Yeah, definitely. So Parasite it is. Moving on.
All right.
And we have Star Wars A New Hope going up against Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers.
Didn't think to be here.
That's all
Okay.
three of them. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess I'm up first. And
Yeah, Jordan.
for me, like, I wouldn't really call it a hot take per se, but I do feel like A New Hope gets a little dated for me, just because it's just, I don't know, like it just does for whatever reason, but like it's still great, like it's still a great.
You don't like old stuff?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like some old stuff, it depends, but even but
No, it's a 70s movie shoot, so he's not down with. He's not down with it. It's 77. It's a little old. Yeah,
Hey,
it's
I
a
will.
little old.
Well,
It's the Mark Hamill haircut.
I'll reiterate that I voted for the Seven Samurai, so there's at least one old one I voted for. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Two Towers though. Yep. Malcolm. What you got?
Yeah,
Gonna back me up here. Come on.
I mean, I do like Empire Strikes Back more than A New Hope. I'm gonna go Two Towers because Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. You want to say any country, whatever.
Yep. Well, Chance, what do you got?
I know I just said Two Towers, Lord of the Rings movie. I didn't think it'd be showing up here, even though I probably should have seen that coming. But Star Wars was a game changer. Like it revolutionized blockbuster filmmaking. I think that led to one of the greatest franchises of all time. Despite the fact I do also like Empire more, I think that Star Wars definitely deserves to move on over Two Towers.
Yeah. Jacob?
Man. I think by the slightest of margins, I'm gonna go with the Two Towers.
God fucking damn it!
Yeah. All right.
Jesus.
Well, Austin.
Yeah, I was gonna be like Chance. Like Two Towers. Two Towers is my favorite too, but it's Star Wars over Lord of the Rings. Come on, fucking Star Wars.
Well, my personal list, I just rank it a little higher, but yeah. So, but.
At least Empire made it through. Whatever.
At least Empire's in. Jeez.
We got Empire, but next we got Fight Club going against Raiders of the Lost
Motherfucker.
So who's up first, Austin?
This time it's Malcolm. Back down to Malcolm.
Okay. All right.
Great.
This
side of the bracket is probably the toughest for these matchups. But I'm going to have to go Raiders of the Lost Ark. This is Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones is just amazing. Well, I do love Fight Club. Raiders is just the one I'll go back to more.
Yeah. Chance, what do you think?
Again, this is one where I'm not going to be upset no matter what moves on, but for me, I'm going Fight Club. I think I think this is my favorite Fincher film. I think that the levels at the thematic layers of the idea of you are like you own your stuff or does your stuff own you? The ideas of anti-conformity, which really big in the 90s when you look at it. I think Brad Pitt's excellent in this film. I think everyone has a rapport together. Raiders is phenomenal. Like I said, will not be upset if it moves on. But for me personally, I'm going Fight Club.
Yeah. Jacob?
Yeah, I think Fight Club has the better performances, but Raiders has that rewatchability for me. And I think that's a deciding factor for me. So I'm gonna go with Raiders. But like Chance, if Fight Club moves on, I'm not gonna be disappointed.
Yeah. Austin?
I'm gonna go Raiders. I think it's just got some of the most iconic action sequences and set pieces ever. It's fucking Indiana Jones. Like I love Fight Club. Like it's great every time I watch it, but I've only gone back to it maybe 5-6 times, something like that. But Raiders, God, how many times have I seen Raiders? Even in the theater? Even in the theater, I've seen it probably 6-7 times, like easy.
Yeah.
So Raiders.
Yeah. Well, I just watched Fight Club for the first time this week. Actually, I was a little late to the party there, and even after all this time, I still was able to not be spoiled by the
It's weird. This
so
one isn't like super publicized.
Yeah, it's not. So like, I didn't even know what the twist even was. So like, that made it that much better. But I mean, Raiders of the Lost Ark, though, it's my favorite Indiana Jones movie of the series, and I think that it's just awesome. Like there's a lot of iconic things in there. Like the whole opening scene is like one of the most iconic scenes in film history. So I'm gonna go with Raiders.
Right.
So
yeah,
and it's called Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's not called Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Right.
Stop trying to make that happen. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
It's called Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Raiders.
I have the DVD. It says otherwise.
Yeah, bullshit. Yeah, and also as of right now, Greedo fucking shoots first. So
he does.
Yeah, right.
Bullshit.
I wasn't there in '77. I don't know.
It says McClunky. Yeah.
Oh, I've got the despecialized editions. I know what it is.
Yeah. Well, next though, we got Inception going up against Avengers: Infinity War.
This is Nolan's last stand.
Yeah.
His last stand. This is it. I'm pretty sure it is.
General Custer's ready to go.
Yep. All right. So did you watch it?
No, it's a Chance this time. Actually, Malcolm just went. Yep.
Oh yeah. Chance. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was watched pretty recently. Inception, I think, is great, but Avengers Infinity War was actually on in my gym today, and I was watching as I was running, and This is one of my favorite superhero movies of all time. So I will rewatch this more than Inception, even though I don't watch either very often. But not if Infinity War is in race, I don't go back to it very often. But when I do, it's always a rewarding experience for me. So I'm going with Infinity War.
Yeah.
And I also really want to shut Nolan out in the first round. So let's do that.
Sure. Yeah. Jacob, what are you gonna go for?
As much as I love Christopher Nolan, and I think Inception is great. I really do. I think the performances in that are fantastic, and just some of the action scenes are really well done. Infinity War was a great setup for Endgame, and just a fantastic movie. And that ending, even on rewatch, it still gets me. The SpiderMan. Mr. Stark.
Only one to beg for his life.
It's still good. I'm gonna go with Infinity War by a slight edge.
Yeah, Austin.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go Infinity War because I prefer it to Endgame. I think it's just so rewatchable. I think it just all comes together really nicely. And Inception's great. But yeah, I think Nolan's gonna get shut out in the first round. Sorry, Chris.
That's Chris. I tried, buddy, but they didn't like Prestige.
Don't. Yeah, Inception's great. I like it because it's one of those movies that just really makes you think a lot. I went on a date with this girl to go see Inception, and like she hated it because she didn't understand it. So I had to sit there afterwards and explain the whole thing to her. But Infinity War though, I actually had kind of a visceral reaction after I saw it, because you see all of them die, but at the same time, that there's going to be all these sequels. So is it a cop out? Maybe not. I kind of thought that for the very first time that I saw it, but on rewatches though, I understand why it's great and why it's awesome. And so yeah, I got to go with Infinity War. So
all right, Chris.
No.
We hardly knew you.
Yep. Yeah. Would you get a vote, Malcolm? I forget.
I haven't voted yet, but I mean, I'm going Infinity War easily. I mean, Chris tried to save Cinema of Tenet and failed, so he's probably not going to make it through.
Yeah.
How dare he?
Yeah. But yeah, Infinity War is moving on. So I think that's the last one. Yep, that'll be the last one for round one. All right. So.
I'm surprised Infinity War is the only MCU movie in the top 64.
It's the only one in the top. Yeah, it's. I think the next closest one is Endgame, but it's 85 or something like that. And then it kind of goes from there. So yeah.
I'll just leave round one.
Hey, we've done good, so let's keep the pace going. And we can go even faster now that we've kind of seen what we're voting on. So
yep.
Also, I'm over here playing video games in the live chat because we got the porn bots trying to spam their way.
Yeah.
I'm shooting them left and right. Yep.
Well, let's pop on that live cam and live sex show on the screen, and let's get
right on the screen. Yeah, you can get banned from YouTube. Yeah, but we got
Jacob. Jacob's gonna go first for Walle versus Whiplash, the battle of the W's.
Walle,
Ooh, you know what, Walle.
Yeah, Austin.
Yeah, and this one, I think I'm going to go Walle, especially for that first 45 minutes, which Jordan doesn't understand. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll understand it. I just think it's boring. Boring as shit
you know what?
It's called visual storytelling.
And
it's called visual storytelling. Yeah.
No, there's better visual storytelling. It's called Apocalypse Now that's on this list.
Oh, shit. No.
Right.
No.
Yes. But yeah, I'm gonna go Whiplash. Whiplash is freaking awesome. So, yeah. Malcolm.
Whiplash.
Yeah. Chance,
you're the decider, sir.
I'll be damned if I let Pixar go out like this. Walle.
Sure. Yeah. I'm not mad about it. So yeah, I mean,
at least get a Pixar into the Sweet 16. Yeah.
Yeah. But next we got Shawshank going up against the Lion King. So
Okay. All right.
Who's first?
I'm up first.
Battle of 94.
yeah.
Yeah, Battle 94. Shawshank pretty easily on this one. Shawshank.
Yeah. Shawshank, yeah. I'll go with that. Malcolm?
I'm pretty easily going Lion King.
All right. Chance?
I will not be upset if Shawshank wins, but I'm going Lion King.
Yeah.
I mean, I smell an upset here. Jacob really likes Lion King.
You got the deciding vote.
And this solidifies that a Disney or Pixar movie makes it to the Elite Eight and makes it on the poll because I am going Lion King. I think.
All right.
Ooh,
Number one,
and there
out of
goes
round two.
the
All right.
actual number one on IMDb is gone from Lion King. Wow. All right.
Lion King has
I need to jot that.
my favorite.
I need to
Disney
jot
song
that
of
down
all
for my
time,
notes
so.
when it comes up in the comments tomorrow and for the poll.
Yeah.
I need to jot that down. The Lion King one. Upset.
Yep.
Upset Shawshank. Just for my notes.
Next,
all right.
with the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly going up against Empire. So
Empire. Ooh.
yeah.
All right, Jordan.
You first. Well, being as I haven't seen the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, which I really want to see it, but I got to go with Empire. So, Malcolm.
Yeah, I've got to go Empire Strikes Back too. I really want to see Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, but I've got to go Empire.
Yeah. Chance.
Both these movies
Don't
are
be out
great.
here,
Both
Chance.
are the best in their respective trilogies, but I'm going with Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah. Jacob.
Yeah, I'm going Empire.
Yeah. Awesome.
Damn, I'm voting Good, Bad, and the Ugly. I really wanted to see an Eastwood one go into the 16, but oh well. It's going against Empire. I understand. I understand.
It's an uphill
It still
battle. It's an
sucks.
uphill battle for anybody.
Yeah, I understand.
You give it some love, so yeah.
Yeah, I just really like those movies, but it's okay.
Yeah. But up next, we got T2 going up against Sunset Boulevard.
Sunset Boulevard. Okay.
Yeah, so
very similar movies again. I mean, both of them have Terminators.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what's her name?
Real Terminators.
A real life Hollywood Terminator. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Malcolm.
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. Terminator, Sunset Boulevard.
yeah, sure. Chance?
I understand why Sunset should move on, and if it does, I'll be very happy. But for me, I'm gonna go T2 because it's the one I like more.
Yeah. Jacob?
Yeah, I know I voted for it in the first round, but between then I still haven't seen it, so this time I will go with the movie I've seen and go Terminator 2.
Yeah. Austin?
Just to make it interesting and send it to Jordan for the tiebreaker, I'll go Sunset Boulevard.
You seen both?
Yeah. He's only seen Terminator. I know Terminator's going through anyways because he hasn't seen Sunset. So I just wanted to at least make it close and make it interesting. So yeah.
Should I throw a wrench in it though and just vote for the one I haven't seen though? I could do it.
You could,
but
you're probably not going to.
No, I gotta go Terminator. Yeah.
I knew it.
So yeah. T2 it is.
Terminator 2 is a heavy favorite here on Tournament Fights. It's made it pretty far in a lot of tournaments. Yeah.
Quite a few, yeah. But next we got Seven Samurai going up against Psycho.
All right.
Yeah, this one is tough.
Chance.
Yeah.
You get to go first.
I mean, both these movies deserve to go on to the next round, but apologies to Mr. Kurosawa, you're an excellent director, but Psycho is the one for me.
Yeah. Jacob?
Yeah, I gotta go Psycho.
Yeah. Austin?
Yeah, I mean, what Gus Van Sant did with this shot-for-shot remake was just incredible. I'm sorry. What Alfred Hitchcock did with this movie was incredible.
We're not talking Gus Van Sant? My bad.
God. Sorry. I vote for Kurosawa.
No. That poster.
Yeah, right. No, Psycho. Yeah.
Like Vince Vaughn's incredible performance there?
No, I'm a big fan of Anne Heche,
yeah. But, Yeah, I gotta go Psycho. I think Psycho just edges it out just a little bit for me. But I do really enjoy all 4 hours of the Seven Samurai, but I'm gonna go Psycho. So, Malcolm.
I mean, honestly, some of the movies that were in the top 64 of IMDb, the 98 version of Psycho wouldn't be too much out of place. But I'm going to go for the original Hitchcock Psycho.
Yeah, some of them.
I mean, let's not get crazy now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I was curious about the actual rating for the remake of Psycho. It's 4.6 on IMDb, right about where it should be. So yeah,
oh, well, yeah.
Maybe it should be a little lower.
lower, maybe in the threes, maybe 3.5.
I think they're
something
at
like
10, so probably like a
that.
3.
Yeah, right.
2.5.
Sure.
Well, at 10. Okay. Looking at that at 5, I'm like, that's pretty high.
No.
Yeah.
It's out of 10.
Okay. Yeah, but we got One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest next against Once Upon a Time in the West.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
all right.
All right.
So Jacob.
It's a pretty close match. Jacob.
Yeah.
I'll go One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah. Austin.
These are really really close in my estimation, but I'm gonna stick to my Western guns, pun intended. So Once Upon a Time in the West. Sergio, I'm trying to get some Sergio Leone to move on. Yeah.
Well, I've only seen One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, but despite that though, like I really want to see Once Upon a Time in the West, even though I haven't seen it. I'm gonna vote for it. So
You can't do that.
Yes, you can.
Sure you can. You can vote for any reason on
You can,
Terminator.
but you really shouldn't.
Right. But Malcolm, what do you think?
I mean, I still haven't seen either of these movies, but I'm going to go for Once Upon a Time in the West.
Oh, come
Yeah.
on.
Chance?
Okay, as someone who's seen both and can form an opinion on both,
Yeah.
One Upon a West is great, but one because that's, like I said, one of the greatest acting ensembles of all time. Jack Nicholson's brilliance. This should be moving on, and I'm pissed off it's not, even though 2 of the people who voted for it haven't fucking seen it. So
Yeah.
it should be One Flew, but whatever.
It was close though, but yeah, Once Upon a Time in the
That's
West.
the chaos of tournament fights. I told you it was going to piss you off, Chance. It's going to stress you out and piss you off. But it's all fun.
Yep. It's all good fun, but we have Leon the Professional going up against Goodfellas. All right. Who's
I'm
up
up first. Yeah, sorry, Leon, but I've only seen you the one time a couple hours ago, and I've seen Goodfellas many times. So Goodfellas. Sorry, you ran into a brick wall this time.
Yeah, and I only saw Goodfellas for the first time last year. I was way late to the party on it, and I've already watched it 3 times since last year. So, and Leon, I saw it once way back on the day years ago, and I haven't really gone back to it since. So I'm gonna go with Goodfellas. Malcolm, what do you think?
I haven't seen Leon. I'm going to go Goodfellas.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you've seen Leon or not. You can still vote for it.
Yeah. You can? Yeah. You vote for whatever you want.
You really shouldn't, but you can. But you also should have just watched the movies.
Yeah.
Leon's great. Leon's really great, but Goodfellas. Yeah, sorry, buddy.
There's too many freaking movies to watch. You can't see them all, but
I'm apologizing to Leon, not you. I have nothing to apologize to you for.
Yeah. What do you think, Jacob?
Goodfellas.
Yeah. All right. Well, Goodfellas it is. Moving on.
Man, I was just a side note. I was looking at Once Upon a Time in the West a minute ago, and Sergio Leone, when he directed Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, was 36 years old, and I'm 35. I feel like I've accomplished nothing compared to that. He directed fucking Good, Bad, and the Ugly. Holy shit.
Yeah. Right.
I feel like I've done nothing with my life.
Well, it's kind of like when you look at PCA. I think he was in his mid-20s when he made Magnolia.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's like, no, he was like 27 when he did Boogie Nights. Yeah, it's like, what the hell? Jesus Christ.
I think he was younger, actually.
Maybe. He might have been like 24.
Like 25.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But Jesus, yeah. Damn.
Yeah. But up next, we got Dr. Strangelove going up against Django. So
Django. All right. Jordan, you're up first.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just because I haven't seen Dr. Strangelove, but I really want to see it though. Like it's definitely high on my list. But I'm gonna vote for the one I have seen this time. I'm gonna go Django. So, Malcolm.
Too little, too late, Jordan.
Yep. Probably so. But you think, Malcolm?
Yeah, I mean, I love both these movies, and just by here, I'm going to go Dr. Strangelove.
Yeah, sounds good. Chance?
This is tough. This is close. I'm going to lean slightly towards Dr. Strangelove.
Yeah. Jacob?
Yeah, I want to see that comedy representations keep going, so I'm gonna go with Dr. Strangelove.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I
Austin?
would have voted for Django.
Yeah.
So yeah, but Dr. Strangelove, let's move on.
Dr. Strangelove, all right.
All right.
Let's see. So that'll be the end for that side.
Well, at least one Kubrick makes it to the Sweet 16. I think two of the other ones got knocked out.
Yep. But we got Back to the Future going up against Aliens. Ooh,
Deja Vu. This is where my Aliens got knocked out by Back to the Future in my top 64 tournament.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, is it going to happen again? Yeah. Yeah.
We'll find out.
Malcolm.
Yeah, I really love Aliens, but I love Back to the Future a lot more. I'm going to go Back to the Future.
Yeah. Chance?
Okay.
I don't think Aliens should escape the first round, so Back to the Future.
Yeah. You like kind of a spite vote almost. But... Jacob?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Back to the Future.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Deja vu all over again.
Yeah, right.
Aliens. Literally, this is exactly what happened in my match.
Yep. Your top 64, yep.
Yeah.
Well,
mm-hmm.
we already know you're going to Aliens, but I'm gonna go Back to the Future. Like Aliens is awesome, but and probably the more that I think about it, like it probably will make my top 64 now. It didn't originally, but it's an ever like evolving list that like just depends on the day. But yeah, I'm gonna go Back to the Future. So Back to the Future it is. All right. So up next we got American History X going up against The Godfather. So and Chance, you're up first.
Chance. Yep.
Yeah, American History X is running straight. Not a brick wall doesn't do it justice. It's running into like solid steel.
Yeah. Yeah. Jacob?
Yeah, The Godfather.
Yeah. Austin?
Yeah, it's like watching those crash test dummies go into the test wall and it just says Godfather plastered all over it. Yeah, Godfather. So sorry, American History X.
Yes. And just so y'all know, I do like some old movies. I'm going to vote for The Godfather here because I do think it's better than American History X, even though...
You're just doing that so we'll make fun of you. Like, we
No.
know.
No, you can make fun of me all you want, but still, like I think Godfather is the better movie here. So yeah,
It's too late. Too late.
Yeah.
Don't try to earn credibility now.
I'll switch my vote then, right? No, I'm gonna keep it. But Malcolm,
Yeah, Godfather.
yeah, Godfather. It's a sweep. Yep.
It's Malcolm's new favorite movie after his tournament that we just did.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. You go back and watch it, Malcolm. You're supposed to, right? No, that's good.
I just
But,
hadn't found to spare 3 hours to watch it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But we got Spirited Away going up against Pulp Fiction. So,
Jacob.
I might be the sole vote here, but I'm gonna go Spirited Away.
All right. Well, Austin?
Pulp Fiction by 1,000 miles.
Yeah, like this is like Spirited Away running into a steel wall here. So I'm gonna go Pulp Fiction. So
You can't trip up my joke. You got to come something else.
well, it is what it is. So Malcolm.
Just because I want to make things interesting, and I'm going to go Spirited Away.
All right.
Malcolm.
Chance?
Just don't, Malcolm. I just see what you're doing. Don't. Got a dishonest vote. You just want to put the onus on me. Didn't matter. I was gonna vote Pulp Fiction either way. In the Spirited Away is excellence. The train scene is one of the greatest scenes in any animated movie. But still, Pulp Fiction is it's iconic, and I own the soundtrack on vinyl. So yeah, go Pulp Fiction.
It's an amazing soundtrack. So yeah.
Mhm.
Pulp Fiction it is, but
Mhm.
we got Old Boy up next, going up against the Fellowship of the Ring.
This is a crazy lopsided matchup.
yeah. But who's up first, Sauce?
Me. Is it though? Because I'm voting Old Boy. I'm not as
on
big a
paper
Lord
it
of the Rings
should be, but if you're a crazy person, sure, go ahead.
I would rather watch Old Boy than Lord. I'm not a big Lord of the Rings fan. Like I think they're really good movies, but I don't watch them all the time. I'd rather watch Old Boy.
Yeah, this one's tough for me, like legit tough. But I think that I got to stick with the Fellowship. But man, just by like a fraction of a hair, like I love Old Boy, but yeah, I'm gonna go to Lord of the Rings. Malcolm?
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Chance?
Not that Old Boy isn't great. I think it's a phenomenal Korean thriller. But I think just the craft, you can't ignore the craftsmanship and just like the filmmaking that went into making those movies a reality. Like those are movies that were thought to be unfilmable. They're books that were thought to be unfilmable. So yeah, again, even though Two Towers is right down there, I think it's better. I'm going with Fellowship.
Yeah. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, I'll go with Fellowship as well.
Yep. Well, Fellowship it is. Moving on. But it was not a clean sweep, so. But we got Forrest Gump going up against 12 Angry Men. So, is it me first?
Everybody, do the right thing.
Is anybody voting for Forrest Gump on this one?
Is anybody?
Yes. I'll vote for freaking Forrest Gump. Like I'm a Forrest Gump.
Okay, so
fan.
who's voting?
Like,
Who's voting for 12 Angry Men? Put your hands up.
Everybody else, yeah. It's
Except
all
for
good. Like
Malcolm?
I gotta give it some love. Oh,
It would have been 3-2.
got Malcolm.
Are you serious?
Oh, Malcolm?
12
Really?
Angry Men.
3-2.
3-2 for 12 Angry Men.
You haven't seen it, have you?
I've seen it.
I mean, I
Malcolm.
I haven't seen it, but I
Malcolm.
do love
Yep,
Forrest Gump regardless. So we'll probably.
That's why.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
it's still 12 Angry Men, so
Thank Christ.
all right. Yep. But we got Aliens going up against Schindler's List.
Alien.
Oh,
Schindler's
ouch.
List. Oh, fuck.
Alien, sorry, yeah. Alien, yeah.
Shit.
So, Malcolm.
All right, Jordan, you're up first. Jordan, we kind of skipped that one, sort of. So we'll just go back to you.
Okay.
We kind of
Sure,
did like a weird impromptu thing there. So we'll go to Jordan.
Yeah.
Go to Malcolm in a minute.
Man, for as much as I love Aliens, like I freaking have a lot of love for Aliens, but Schindler's List is just like a near masterpiece. Like I gotta go Schindler's List. So Malcolm.
I'm gonna go Alien on this.
Ooh. All right. Well, Chance, we're gonna go.
Doing this now makes me realize Jaws was not in the top 64, and that makes me sad. But as much as I love Alien, I think it is maybe not maybe. I think it's one of Ridley Scott's best movies. Schindler's List, I think, is a masterwork. So yeah, go on Schindler's List.
Yeah. Jacob.
I will also go with Schindler's List.
Yeah. And Austin, what are you gonna do? I'm kind of curious.
Well, I mean, Schindler's List already won, but I would have voted for Alien. But,
Yeah. Sounds good.
Well, and Chance, it's a crime against humanity that Jaws is not even in the top 250 on IMDb. That's fucking
Wait, it's not?
insane. It's not.
In the top 250. Ooh.
It's not even in there.
Rises is.
Yeah, like I don't get that.
Interstellar, so many movies that just do not deserve to be here.
It's got
Yeah,
an
right.
It's got an 8.0 on IMDb, and that's not good enough to get into the 250. But like Dune, the recent one is just because people are voting it into the moon. Like fucking hell, dude.
It's like, really?
God damn.
Jeez.
Hashtag justice for Jaws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Fucking
we do have Parasite going up against the Two Towers, so
Wow.
so and it's Malcolm this time. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going Two Towers.
Yeah. Chance?
As much as I don't want to have two Lord of the Rings movies in the top 16, I think that I think Parasite's a little too new. We got to see how that ages. Meanwhile, Lord of the Rings has maintained its prestige, maintained its status as one of the greatest fantasy films of all time. It's like nearly 20 plus years after release, despite Peter Jackson's best attempt to destroy it. So,
Yeah.
going Two Towers.
Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, I'll also go with the Two Towers here.
Yeah. Austin?
Yeah, I'm not a huge Lord of the Rings fan, but Two Towers is my favorite when I do watch them. So Two Towers. Yeah, I'll go for that.
And surprising enough, I think Two Towers is rated the lowest of all three Lord of the Rings movies on this list.
That
But I think
doesn't
it's the
surprise
best
me.
of the Lord of the Rings. Yeah, like I think it's the best one. Like, especially for Sam's speech at the end, like Sam and Frodo, or like for me the best friendship ever put to cinema. So I'm gonna
It ends one
They
time as opposed to Return of the King, which is like 6
yeah,
times.
right. It ends like 4 times. Yeah, right.
Mhm.
So yeah, Lord of the Rings, Two Towers.
I'm just seeing what movies are on here, but Jaws is not, and it's jaw dropping. Somebody, y'all go look at it sometime. Like, there's some of these
Yeah.
movies that I'm like, that movie is not better than Jaws. That movie's
I
not
think
better than Jaws.
I think
That movie's not better
Capernaum
than
is on
Jaws. Like, yeah,
It
like
was definitely
fucking
voted on by the users for sure. Yeah.
I've got
Yeah.
an idea for a future tournament fights battles edition, movies that should be in the top 250 that aren't.
yeah, maybe,
Right. Yeah.
maybe.
You could do that. Yeah. It's a good idea.
Mhm.
But we have Raiders of the Lost Ark going against Infinity War.
Infinity War. Ooh, all right.
And Chance.
Chance is up first, sir. Yeah.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that I
You
vote
got-
for one of these and not the other, I'm actually going with Raiders because I love Infinity War. It's great, but
Mhm.
Indiana Jones is one of the greatest heroes in cinema history, but especially of like the last 40 years. And again,
Yep.
it's aged phenomenally well. I think it's a great thing. It's old school serials, so I'm going with Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Sounds good. Jacob, what do you got?
Yeah, I might like Infinity War more, but Raiders deserves to move on because, yeah, it's held up so well and it's still considered one of the best. Infinity War it's still fairly new, so yeah, I'll go Raiders.
Yeah. Austin?
Come on, Jaws is better than Gran Torino, and I like Gran Torino.
Yes, it is.
Sure.
Fucking Jaws is better than Finding Nemo. Like, get the fuck out of here. Come on, man. Like, all right. Anyway, sorry. Raiders.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, like I've got a lot of love for Infinity War, but I feel like that the Raiders just has the longevity and like it's just like so iconic and just one of the best heroes, like Chance said. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Raiders. So
Jaws is better than 3 Billboards.
yeah,
Yes, it is.
Yeah, fuck. What? Jaws is better than Shutter Island. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this through the rest of the show. I'm just gonna every now and then. Every bracket, I'm gonna announce something. Yeah. No, and all the ones I'm naming are in the 250, but Jaws is not. I'm just gonna put that out there. Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Malcolm.
I mean, Hamilton's not even a movie that's in the top 250.
Oh fuck. Yeah, that's right. It is.
But that being said, as
Hamilton,
much as I
get
do
out of
love Avengers Infinity War, I'm going to go Raiders. Raiders has held up the test of time, but Infinity War still has it long to go.
Yeah. Yep. Raiders it is. So. All right. So that'll be the end for that round. So.
Yeah. All right. We're almost there in the Sweet
Yeah.
16. Now, the winners of the Sweet 16 here, what makes it into the Elite 8, will be in our poll tomorrow on the Schmodown Friends and Family page. So you can vote on this. So these will determine what makes the poll, what makes the 8. So we'll see what happens here. So we're winding it down.
Is we're going to piss people off or
237?
We're going to be happy with
Rocky is down at 237.
Is everyone now
Yeah,
looking up
Rocky.
the list?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
No, I'll keep going with my gimmick here, but yeah, Jacob's up
Yeah.
first for what?
Oh,
Wally versus Lion
Wall-E.
King. All right,
Yeah,
Disney and Pixar. Yeah.
Disney
All right.
Pixar, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Jacob.
The Lion King.
Yeah. Austin?
Lion King. When it comes to these
Yeah.
two.
Yeah, I gotta go Lion King. Easy for me. So, Malcolm?
Yeah, it's Lion King.
Yeah. Chance?
If my vote counted, I would have gone Lion King. Because it doesn't, because I want to give some love to Walle, because our host does not understand subtlety or visual storytelling. I'm going to
Sure.
go with Walle, but Lion King.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And on that
In this
note,
movie, I
Jaws is
don't.
better than Casino. Jaws is better than
Jaws is
Casino.
better than Casino.
Yeah. All right. Well, Lion King. Moving on. So it's the first one to make it into the Elite Eight. So in our poll. So we got Empire Strikes Back going against Terminator 2.
Ooh,
So-
Battle of the Sequels.
Oh, yep. I'm up first. Fuck. Just because I like the original Terminator more than T2, and Empire is my favorite Star Wars, I'll go Empire. And Jaws is better than Downfall.
What the frick? Yeah.
Oh, the Hitler movie.
Yeah, the Hitler movie. The everybody makes the memes out of. Yeah.
Yeah, the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll just go for a T2 because I'm more of a Return of the Jedi fan than the Empire fan. I do think Empire is great. Like it's probably my number 2, but I'm gonna go T2 here.
You
So.
had to say that. Okay.
Yep. Malcolm.
I mean, Jaws is definitely better than Green Book.
I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Fucking Jaws is better than Green Book. Oh, the movie where the white guy teaches the black guy how to eat fried chicken? Yeah, that's a much better movie.
Yeah, right. What are you gonna go for, Malcolm?
I went with Empire Strikes Back.
Empire, yeah. Okay.
All right, yeah, sounds good.
How many votes is that for Empire?
That's 2.
So
I think.
Empire's got 2-1 right now over Terminator at the moment.
Okay, yeah. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. If you think for a second, Return of the Jedi, and this is not just for you, Jordan, although you're part of it.
Yeah,
This is for anybody out there. If you think Return of the Jedi is better than this movie, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Grow up. You need to get over
I'll
your
get Mark
stupid little
Ellis on
teddy
my
bears.
side, but then that might be about it, though.
This is mostly
Yeah.
for PJ Campbell because I know
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
his favorite Star Wars movie, and he's right.
Yeah.
He's wrong too. But it's Empire Strikes Back. You know, I love you too. Then Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jacob.
Empire.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm definitely not mad about it. So it's
Yeah, and Jaws is better than Up.
yeah. Oh
Yes,
yeah.
And I love that,
Yeah.
but yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But overall, Up is like everybody remembers the first 10 minutes, and then it's like a talking dog and a tennis ball.
Even then, the rest,
Like,
the rest of the
I'm
movie is
saying-
really good. But again,
That's not-
that's
yeah,
not a show.
come on. Jaws is better.
But, yeah. Well, next we got Psycho going against Once Upon a Time in the West. So
Okay.
Ooh. All right,
who's up
Jordan.
first? Me? Okay.
Yeah.
This was kind of tough for me, but
How? You've only seen one.
but I really want to see it though. Like I'm like big into Western. This is one of the few that's like slipped through the cracks though. But I gotta go Psycho though. Like I'm gonna go with the one that I've actually seen. But I really do want to see it. So let's just show you like how much I want to see it. But I'm gonna go Psycho. Yeah. Malcolm.
I'm gonna go Psycho.
Yeah. Chance.
I wanted to kill somebody in the last round. Good, much as I like you. Goodbye. Once upon a time in the West.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Goodbye. Jacob, what would you have gone with?
Psycho.
Yeah. Austin?
Yeah, I would have gone with Psycho too. I'd made it a clean sweep. Yeah.
Yeah. Clean sweep for Psycho. Yeah. But
Vince Vaughn is killing it.
Yeah, man. What a dark horse.
Horses the nice.
Crazy.
Who knew that Gus Van Sant remake was going to get so much love on this show, man?
Yeah,
It's
sure.
clean sweeps and all kinds of stuff. Yeah,
If it wins it all, people are going to be pissed. Yeah.
yeah.
But we got Goodfellas going up against Dr. Strangelove. So
Okay. right, Malcolm is up
Malcolm.
first. Mhm.
Uh, look, as much as I love Dr. Strangelove, I'm actually going to go Goodfellas on this one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Chance? What do you think?
If this were a different Kubrick movie, like if this were Clockwork Orange or Full Metal Jacket or The
Mhm.
Shining, maybe, I might go that. I might go Kubrick, but this is like a top 3 versus a top 1 for another director, so I'm going Goodfellas.
Yeah. Jacob?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Goodfellas as well.
Yeah. Austin?
Goodfellas. Yeah.
Nothing else Jaws is better than?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Jaws is better than American Beauty.
Yes,
Oh,
it is. Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And that was before we found out about Kevin Spacey.
Yeah. But yeah, I got to go with Goodfellas. Like it's like a top Scorsese film, and also like top performances from most of the cast. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Goodfellas. So
Jaws is better than Joker.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
got this here.
Yeah.
it's on the freaking list. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I talked about Joker, but
On the
not
other
one of the greatest
side.
thrillers of all time. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But Back to the Future going up against the Godfather. All right. So
Okay.
it's Chance first, right?
Chance is up first.
Yeah. All right. What do you got?
This is like, I think this is the hard one for me so far.
Yeah.
Because I think there's one I think deserves to move on, but one I like a little more. So in that regard, I'm going to give a slight edge to Back to the Future, although if Godfather's on, I completely understand it. I would not be upset.
Yeah. Well, Jacob?
I will go Back to the Future this time.
Sounds good. Austin?
Godfather.
All right. I give some love to the Godfather. Yeah, like for me, this is like my heart versus my head. So like the Godfather would be going with my head, but I'm gonna go with my heart because Back to the Future is just so much more rewatchable to me. So I'm gonna go with Back to the Future. So, Malcolm?
I'm also going for my heart over my head, and I'm going to the Godfather.
Yeah. Well, even so, Back to the Future makes it 3-2. So Back to the Future it is. All
Always
right.
a heavy. And Jaws is better than Amelie.
Yeah.
But Amelie's really good.
Amelie's good. No, I'm starting to get into that area where it's like, yeah, but that movie's really good too. Like it probably should be on there
It's really
somewhere.
good.
But like there's
It's
some.
not better than Jaws.
But I'm just pointing out the really egregious ones where I'm just Jaws is better than that movie. Like that movie's good, but Jaws is better than that movie. Come on.
Yeah.
Like
yeah. But up next we got Pulp Fiction versus Fellowship of the Rings. So Jacob, you're up first.
We got another Lord of the Rings that could move on. I'll go Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. Austin?
Same here. I'm tired of seeing Lord of the Rings at this point. Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, this time I'm going to go with the opposite because my heart would go with Lord of the Rings. My head would go with Pulp Fiction. I'm going with my head this time. I'm going to go with Pulp Fiction. So, Malcolm?
If this was Return of the Kings, it would be hard for me, but because it's Fellowship, I'm going Pulp Fiction.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, Malcolm, that's the Council of New Zealand. They're coming to get you.
Yeah, right.
You got one. Actually, you got one more.
Get the
one more
pitchforks.
chance.
Yeah.
Even this doesn't matter which one it is. I'm going Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. Oh, Pulp Fiction it is. All right. So up next we got 12 Angry Men going up against Schindler's List.
Oh.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Shit.
Fudge. Yeah. And Austin, you're up first.
Pass.
Yeah.
No.
I wish
shit. Fuck. I'm gonna hate myself. 12 Angry Men.
Yeah. This one's tough.
And Jaws
I
is
gotta
better than
go-
Deathly Hallows Part 2. Sorry.
yeah. Yeah. Probably got to go with Schindler's List, just by a hair, I think. So, yeah. Malcolm.
Because I haven't seen Traveling, I mean, I'm going to go Schindler's List.
Yeah, that's fair. Chance.
This is hard, but I'm gonna lean slightly toward 12 Angry Men.
Yeah. Jacob.
Comes down to you, Jacob. It's a tie.
Yep.
Shoot, no.
Yeah, you got the deciding vote. Let's see.
Well, I'll give you three more. I'll give you 3 more seconds. Jaws is better than $1 Million Baby.
Yep.
12 Angry Men.
Ooh, all right. 12 Angry Men. All right.
Oh man.
I'm not
Rewatchability-
happy about it.
Rewatchability
Yeah.
sinks into this on a lot of these.
Yeah, rewatchability is key. Yeah, and like you can pop on
Yeah.
12 Angry Men and have a good time with it, and it's like Schindler's List is like, am I in the mood to
Yeah.
watch this movie?
Yeah.
It's like
Do I want to
homework.
hate myself today?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
You want to be depressed all day? Yeah. But we got
Turn of the
Two
King?
Towers.
2 Towers. That's 2 Towers. Yeah, against Raiders.
Yeah.
Okay.
Up against Raiders. Yeah. Got 2 Towers. So
Okay.
and
Jordan.
it's me first.
Mm-hmm.
This one's kind of tough, but at the same time, 2 Towers is my favorite of the Lord of the Rings, so I got to go 2 Towers. So, Malcolm.
Yeah, this is actually really tough for me. I'm gonna go just by here. Raiders.
Yeah. Chance. What do you got?
Yeah. Even though I just voted against, I'm not gonna do that twice in a row. Raiders.
Yeah. Jacob.
I'm actually gonna go with the 2 Towers here.
Fuck.
Ooh. All right. So it's down to you, Austin.
Tie. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
tiebreaker.
Jaws is better than Rush, the racing movie, and Raiders is better than 2 Towers.
All right. Yeah.
The
I'm
Raiders.
mad about it because that was like really close for me. So yeah.
I mean, to slightly move off from the Jaws train for a little bit, I'm actually surprised the Infinity War and Endgame are the only 2 MCU movies in the top 250. I thought there would have been a few more.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, yeah. Isn't Zack Snyder Justice League in the top 250?
No,
No,
it's
it's
not.
not.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not.
No.
I guess
No, it's not. No, it's not. I think it might have been for like a minute, but it's like that. But there's that thing where like people upvote it and give it 10s like when it comes out, and then it kind of levels off usually. So like you can't check it like right afterwards. Like right now, Dune's in there, but like, Dune's gonna level off. Like it's just people voting it like right now. Yeah.
I mean, I think part of the reason, like there's a lot of movies from 90s onwards on IMDb more. That's when IMDb actually started, which is 1990. So a lot of the older ones probably don't get rated on there as often. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's probably true. Yeah. But
so we've got our lead 8 here.
Yeah.
So
we got Lion King. Let me
King.
zoom it out a little bit. Lion King going up against
Empire.
The Empire Strikes Back versus Lion King.
So which movies are going to make the final 4? We're almost there, and we start with Malcolm.
Yep. All right. Which one are you going to go for?
This is literally Montreal versus 13 of my own. I'll be okay, Lion King.
Gotta love that. Yeah. Chance, what you got?
Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah. Jacob?
By the slightest of margins, I'm going to go with the Lion King.
Okay. Austin?
Empire by a good margin.
I'm gonna go Empire by a country mile here. Yeah. So
Mhm.
Empire it is.
Empire 3-2.
Yeah.
All right. And Jaws is better than
All right.
Into the Wild.
Yes. Yes. All right. So up next we got Psycho going up against Goodfellas. All right. So
All right.
who's
Chance.
first? Chance. Okay.
Goodfellas again.
Yeah.
Goodfellas is great. I think it's Chris's best movie. When you read up on everything Hitchcock had to do to get Psycho even made, it's truly a compliment, and it's a staple in the horror genre. It was one of the first slasher movies, so I'm going Psycho.
Yeah. Yeah. Jacob.
I will also go with Psycho.
All right, Austin.
Goodfellas, just by a little bit.
Yeah. And this one's tough. I think I'm gonna go Psycho, but I don't feel 100% confident with that vote. But I'm gonna vote Psycho though. So, Malcolm.
I mean, with that, I think Psycho's moving on regardless of what I say, so I'm going to say Goodfellas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but Psycho just edges it out 3-2. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
All right,
moving to the other
Hitchcock
side.
moving on. All right.
Yeah. So
Back to the
we got-
Future. And
versus
Pulp Fiction.
All
I think
right.
this is another deja vu. I think we've had this matchup somewhere before. This feels familiar.
I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah. Probably
Yeah.
yours.
A couple of these
Austin,
have actually.
Like
Maybe
top 64?
maybe some maybe.
Yeah.
Jacob's up first. Yeah, Back to the Future and Pulp Fiction.
Back to the Future is in my top 10. I'm gonna go Back to the Future.
Yep. Austin.
Pulp Fiction by a hair.
Yeah. And Back to the Future is also in my top 10, so I'm going to go Back to the Future. Malcolm?
Back to the Future is also in my top 10. Back to the
All right.
Future.
Well, there you go. That's popular. Chance?
Mhm.
You're all dicks. Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Back to the
Well,
Future is another heavy favorite
except
every
you.
time it's in a tournament.
You're all
It is.
dicks, except you, Pez.
Yeah.
Right.
Pulp
Yeah.
Fiction grows on me every time I see it. It's better and better and better.
Especially
so,
you,
yeah.
Malcolm.
Yeah.
Especially. But
12
Yeah.
Angry Men, kind of the dark horse of the tournament, if I have to say.
Yeah.
12 Angry Men, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not a heavy favorite going in, but yeah, against Raiders. All right.
Yeah, so
I'm up first.
you're up first.
If I had ever gotten a chance to see 12 Angry Men in a theater, I'd vote for it. I've seen Raiders a lot in the theater, so I'll just say Raiders just because of that. That's literally the only reason.
Yeah. And I really wish I could see 12 Angry Men again for the first time, so I could just have the like all the suspense and everything. But since I already know the outcome, I gotta go with Raiders. So, Malcolm,
Raiders.
yeah, Chance,
You're all dicks. Raiders.
Raiders. All right,
Me too on this case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jacob,
I actually would have voted 12 Angry Men.
ooh, all right. A
All
little love for 12 Angry Men. Not a clean sweep, but
Mhm.
we have the final four though. Right here. Here we go. So
right.
we got
Hey,
Empire
12 Angry Men did
versus
make it to
Psycho.
it's going to be in the poll, so I mean that's pretty
Yeah.
far for 12 Angry Men. That's the furthest it's ever made it on any of these lists.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
My prediction though is that it gets slaughtered in the poll. I don't know, but that's just a prediction, just based on like who votes on those things. But
Back to the Future
We'll see.
always wins every poll it's in, like every single time.
Yeah, every single time.
Like it's either that or Terminator 2 wins the poll every time they're in
Yeah.
there. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
But Jordan, you're up first for Empire
I'm up
and
first?
Psycho. Mhm.
Ooh, Empire and Psycho. I think Empire like it's just a better movie for me. But like I mean, let's not taking away anything from Psycho. Like Psycho is great, but I gotta go with Empire. Malcolm,
Empire.
yeah. Chance,
Yeah, Empire.
yeah. Jacob,
Empire.
yeah. Austin,
Yeah, Star Wars has been in my blood since I was a kid. It's Empire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have Psycho things all over my room here, but I do have Star
I
Wars.
didn't make Lego figures out of Psycho, so when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Maybe you didn't.
Yeah, I know. Did you make a little bathroom sets and
Yeah, right.
make
shower
the Psycho
set.
house out of Legos?
Yeah.
The Bates Motel.
With Star Wars, I can
It would have surprised me
like
if
go
somewhere in the world
in, like,
someone
any
has done
direction.
that.
No, I'm sure someone has, and that person's probably in a
Yeah.
mental institution right now.
Right. Yeah, for Star Wars, I can reach
Right.
like a foot in any direction. I can pull out something Star Wars related. There you go.
Mhm.
So it's like, yeah. But
Malcolm,
yeah,
you're going
so
to be
we
up
got
first for Back to the Future and Raiders. Man,
Yeah.
basically, Spielberg produced versus Spielberg directed. I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
I think there's a good chance we've had this battle once before somewhere.
I think we have at some point. It
Probably.
feels like a couple of these battles
Wouldn't
we've
be
had at some
surprised.
point. Yeah.
But that being said, I'm going Back to the Future.
Yeah. Chance, you got?
Yeah, Back to the Future.
Yeah. Jacob?
Back to the Future.
Yeah. Austin?
Raiders.
All right. I think I'm going to go Back to the Future, but they are two of the greatest scores of all time, though. But but I'm going to go Back to the Future. So this is our championship, kind of predictable a little bit, if you ask me.
Yeah.
But,
Who's going to be number one on our IMDb top 64 Empires? It's Back to the Future versus Empire.
yeah,
And Chance,
so,
you get to go first. It's your first time on Tournament Fights, and you get to go first in the finals. What are you putting out there?
yeah.
This on paper should be a slaughter. It might not be, but it should be a slaughter, and I'm going Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be.
I'm going Back to the Future.
Yeah. Austin?
Empire's the better movie overall. Empire.
Yeah, these are both in my top 10. So it's like, what do you do? I'm probably going to have to go with Back to the Future. I think it's a little higher. I think Back to the Future might be my top 5. So, yeah, I'm going to go Back to the Future.
It all rests in the hands of Take 3 Productions and Malcolm Way. What's going to be the winner?
We're doomed.
Decide the fate.
That's
Yeah.
going to be Back to the Future.
Oh,
I know.
every time.
Every
time.
Every
Every
time.
time.
Back to the Future.
Every
That's
fucking
it.
time. Back to the Future. Jesus.
Back to the Future. All right.
Like, I love Back to the Future, and y'all are making me hate Back to the Future because it just wins every goddamn time. Like,
know.
every time it's in a tournament.
Has
Shit.
it won
There's a
before? I
reason
think this
why
might be
I
the
don't
first
like it.
time it's won.
Maybe,
It's
but I just feel like
I
it feels like it wins all the time. I don't know.
I think it's been in just
wins
a
the poll.
top 64 and lost. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wins a lot of the polls for sure, but
Yeah.
it goes far in the
Yeah.
tournament. But
Yeah, it's usually in the lead 8, like almost every time. So
I just want to
I
see
think
real
every
quick.
time.
I'm going to look up what Back to the Future is on the actual current top 64 in IMDb. I'm going to scroll that real quick and see. So in the actual IMDb, it's number 36, and it went all the way to the top in this
Okay.
one.
Well, 36. All right, and it went straight to number 1. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was a fun time. So thanks, guys, for
Empire Strikes Back is number
on the show.
15, so a little bit closer.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, that'll do it for us tonight. So yeah, a lot shorter than a lot of other episodes that we've had, which is good. Definitely a good thing. So we've had some marathons on here, but
we've had marathons anytime we've had Paul Preston and Adam Witt on here.
Yeah,
it could be a marathon. We'd have had them giving all the IMDb trivia and the history of the directors and the the Wikipedia plot summary and everything in between.
We had them on
but we love those guys.
For stand-up comedians, and yeah, they did that. But it was a good time though. They're always fun. But we'll go around the horn. You can just tell us where we can find you, and if you have anything that you want to plug, we'll start with Malcolm. Where can we find you?
we do have a wild Tim Sim back.
Oh yeah, Wild Tim Sims. Wild Tim Sims appeared for like the last little bit. We're just doing the outros. So you made it just in time.
Hey, Tim.
Forgive the red eyes. I've been just,
Oh,
long
who won the
day.
World Series?
Fuck
Was
you.
it the Braves? Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, I don't want to talk about baseball for 3 months. All right, just
Yeah. But to do a little recap, though, we had Empire Strikes Back and Back to the Future came down to it in the final. So
What would you vote, Tim?
yeah, what would you vote for?
Dear God, those are like two of the most iconic films that you could ever seen, especially both of them being from the 80s, which for most of this people in the generation 80s have been like the greatest movie decade in the history of cinema, pretty much. And dear God, that's a tough choice.
Yeah.
Let me just give me some time to look at it, and then
Sure, you haven't.
Hmm?
We can do some more plugs. Chance, where can we find you?
Twitter, Instagram, and Chance, _91. Check out my podcast, Stories by Chance. We just dropped an episode on Friday the 13th. And our next one's going to be on Romero's Night of the Living Dead. So that's going to be a good one. And Shimano Spectacular. Tickets are on sale for LA. If you're there, I will be there. Say what's up.
Nice. Sounds good.
All right.
I would say I would actually give my vote to Empire Strikes Back because I don't know, it's just a
Oh,
Okay,
Really-
I'm moving to
cool.
strike Jordan from the record and put Tim on.
Yeah.
it would have been a
I don't
tie,
know,
though.
Back to the Future is
Well,
amazing.
then it would have
but I
been a
just think Empire
tie.
Strikes
So,
Back
and Chance, it would have been to our tiebreaker, which the way our tiebreaker works is we rotate the tie-breaking vote kind of up the ladder. So it would have depended on where we were during our tiebreaker, pantheon. So it would have depended on who got the tiebreaker vote, who would have got it. So it's really hard to say. Had we gone
Tiebreaker
with
probably
that.
would have gone to Malcolm. I think so. He would have decided.
Well, I
it
mean,
anyway.
who knows?
All right.
It would have depended on how many ties we had. I mean, who knows how many
Yeah,
ties we had with the six. I mean, this whole thing
Right,
could have
right.
been different if we had another
Just at the
panelist. So
bottom.
yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean, the
Jacob-
game ended quicker than I thought, but so I thought
Yeah.
there was still some time, but fuck it.
Yeah. Like it would have been interesting to see if the Astros would have pulled out and see what kind of hate they would have gotten for like being the cheaters that won the World Series, but who knows? Yeah, but Jacob, where can we find you?
I'm around.
Just around? Yeah, I'm usually around. You're hanging around somewhere.
Did Malcolm give his plugs? I don't think he got his plugs out yet. Give it to Malcolm.
You had your plugs, right, Malcolm?
I mean,
No,
I
not
mentioned about Tim being in the
Oh.
backstage. I did
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But that's
go
fine. Like
ahead.
most people at this stage, most people know where they can find me. I'm on Take 3, Full Metal, all over the place. This week on Memento, we're doing Top 12 Muppets.
All right. Cool. Yeah. Well, Austin, do you have anything you want to plug?
I mean, I co-host with you, obviously, all over this channel. We just got over 100 subscribers, so thank you very much, you guys. So if anybody's watching, subscribe to the channel. Keep it going. We appreciate it. We've come a long way since we started just a few months ago, really. So we appreciate it. And I'll just say we did our Live from Movie Hero about a week ago and our tribute to Norm Macdonald. So if you're a fan of Norm Macdonald, you can watch us gush about Norm Macdonald for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
It was fun.
It was a fun time. Yeah. And Tim, you're a little bit of a late comer, but if you want to give some plugs, and we'll definitely have you back on another episode, maybe when there's not a like national championship sporting event going on. But
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean, I would always say find me on Twitter, but basically I just locked my channel because it's because I've already been getting some jeering hate from baseball Twitter, but so just give some time. But definitely can find me on my YouTube channel, Tim Sam. I'll be definitely doing the monthly after show on this Showdown called The Insight, and hopefully for this month, November, I have a very special guest coming on to do an interview with me, and won't say who yet, but I think it's gonna be a really special guest that everyone would definitely know about, and I'm really excited to have this person on board and just talk about it during the recording. So keep an eye out for when that will be coming up. Hopefully real soon. Shouldn't be too long, but yeah, I mean, definitely a lot of things, exciting things ahead to cover in the movie trivia showdown.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So yeah, well, and you can find me all over the Movie Hero Network. We just did last time we just did our top NBA players of all time. So like that was a real what do you want to call it? It's a real like nerve-wracking battle, kind of like a lot more stressful than I would have thought it would have been. Just talking about some NBA players, so I'll just say that. But and then on a couple of shows we have coming up, we're gonna be doing this Friday. We're gonna be doing best fictional restaurants from TV and movies. So like all the most popular movies and TV, we're gonna be talking about the restaurants from those series, and then also we have coming up our tournament fight battles. We're going to be doing our favorite video games of all time. So we're going to take 4 people. We're each going to submit 16 of our favorite video games, throw them into the tournament, and then we're going to duke it out to see who makes it to the finals. And then we're doing a special episode for one of our recurring guests, Brian Nussbaum. We're going to be doing his top 64 movies of all time. So that's what we got coming up. So, so yeah, and also I want to mention that since we hit 100 subscribers recently, it's a small amount for a lot of people, but for us, like it really means a lot. So we're going to be doing a little bit of a giveaway. So I have about 61 sheet movie posters that I got from my time working at the movie theater. So I'm going to be putting them up probably within the next week or two, and I'm going to be doing some giveaways. So if you're interested in those, you can watch for those. I'll post them on our social media and all that too. So you can find us on all the socials at Movie Hero 2121. So, and also you can find the poll for the Elite 8 over on our Facebook group, Schmodown Friends and Family. So that's basically where you can find us. So yeah, this was a fun time. So thanks again, guys, for joining us tonight. So for Tim, for Malcolm, for Chance, for Jacob, for Austin, I've been Jordan Movie Hero Anderson, and we'll see you next time.